beautiful people. It is Friday, the 5th of May. Welcome to TDA, the day after
June.
Thank you very much. Of June. Welcome to TDA, the day after your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by you wonderful people, the culture. And of course, like we are every blessed morning, we're hosted by the very best. Please introduce yourself.
I'm all things sugar and Shay Sade. Hey.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed. Brent, you in the building?
Boom. Morning, people. Apologies for the tardiness. There were a lot of gremlins in the system, so we are now here.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all doing? Looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
indeed.
Anything special going on?
Oh, beats and bands
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday. I'm popping by.
Come on.
Be a good
Come
time. Do you know
on.
what I mean?
Come on.
Yep.
That's a nice t-shirt you're wearing.
Who?
You mean?
Both of y'all.
Oh, I can't lie. I just picked up the first thing. This is not a full out outfit. Seriously. And I thought it was gonna rain, so I brought my hoodie. That's it.
Oh, fair.
Oh, yesterday's rain was diabolical.
Oh,
Love the rain, man.
do you at this time of year?
Yeah, I'm not going strolling out in the rain or anything, but I love when it is and like everybody just moves slowly and pitter patter, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tranquil, peaceful.
Okay, cool. But I mean, like, how are you able to enjoy that? Because you're so busy. So would you like? Is it just like a quick snapshot, or?
I enjoy it because I know that it's miserable outside and
Right.
I'm not outside.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's I don't have to go outside. Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's it.
cool.
I think that's it.
Cool.
Mhm.
Fair.
Have you all seen the MJ doc?
No, man.
No, I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
Look forward to it this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not even looking forward to it. No, I'm not, because I know it's gonna be
Truthful.
No, not truthful.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's gonna be another attack
Okay.
on his good name.
His good name.
Do you know what I mean?
Diabolical.
Seriously. It's gonna be another attack. And I was watching, what did I see? Maybe some of the Breakfast Club, and I think Charlamagne and Lauren were saying they hated it.
I wonder why.
They hated it, man.
They don't like people lying on black people.
Exactly. And she
No
said it
fair.
wasn't balanced. Lauren was saying it wasn't balanced.
Wasn't balanced.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like it was just, you know.
Mm.
And what do we expect?
You know
This
what I'm
is what happens all the time. Do you know what I mean? Can the king of pop rest?
You know what I'm saying?
Let
Free
him
Michael,
rest, man. Free
It's not
Michael.
right, man.
He's even free. Do you know what I mean? Seriously. It's not fair.
Intriguing.
Big up Mel. She cancelled her Netflix.
Oh, wow.
You understand?
Because of it.
This is the
That's
stance
crazy.
we need to make.
Because of
I'm
it.
not doing that. But I respect it. I
Serious.
respect it.
Oh, interesting.
Have you seen it though?
Of course.
Of course
for
he
real?
did. He was there. He was waiting in line. He was first. It was like as soon as he even got
helped with
screened up.
production.
Do you know what I mean? Seriously, you're gonna see Brent's name with the credits.
Of course I did. Yeah, of course I did. I want to hear your take when you watch it, though.
I can't wait.
I have a couple of questions to ask based on the evidence that was shared.
Okay.
You know, there are certain bits that are in there that you can't look to rub off, or you can't say, they tried an agenda, because it was what it was.
If it was there.
I don't know.
If it was there.
No. Okay. All right. Cool. Whatever you say. I just want to talk to you after you finish watching it.
Cool.
Yeah.
No problem, man. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready, man.
Okay.
Going to my lawyer bag. 'Cause I saw the advert thing on the Netflix thing, innit? But I thought for some reason it was an old documentary. Till Femstar, big up Femstar, alerted me about it on Discord, innit?
Oh, serious? What do you say?
He said, it's not looking good.
Oh, Femsis says Femsis is an intelligent young man, you know.
He is indeed.
Very level-headed.
Yes.
So if Femsis is saying that, then Emmanuel.
No, but he's saying it's not looking good. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't mean it's not good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta get a bit closer, understand the whole situation.
Well, it sounds as though his particular position has been challenged. He might be on his way up to changing his mind, surely. That's what it
I
sounds
don't
like.
know. To be fair, it might just be episode 1. I don't know. Is it like
It's three.
three? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
so
long.
I don't know like what stage he was when he made that comment. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's up to him.
Interesting.
Don't let them trick you, man. You know what I'm saying? But I look forward to looking, because again, I'm not scared of the truth.
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay.
As long as it's
The man didn't do
truth.
nothing.
As long as it's the truth, isn't it?
That's it.
That's
You
the
know what I'm
thing.
saying?
It's not the truth, man.
Interesting.
It's just sad that you can just give your life to
No,
helping the world.
wait. Let's
You know?
resume this after we finish watching it.
All right, no
You
problem.
understand?
No problem.
Yeah. Just a couple questions I want to ask. Just a couple questions.
No problem, man. Free MJ though. You understand?
Okay.
But yes, guys, like we do on this channel all the time, on this platform, on this amazing show, we have great guests. You know what I'm saying? Today's no different.
No
You know
different.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him his proper due intro, as you
Come
guys know. But I would love for him to introduce himself quickly. Do you guys know who we're sitting with? Good morning. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing? Good?
Good.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Come on.
Cool.
Can you tell the people who you are, just briefly?
Just briefly, my name's Kayode Damali. I'm a mum and dad's son,
Come on.
born and raised in Lewisham, and I ran for Lewisham Mayor.
Come
And now I've got a title as TikTok Mayor.
Come on.
Come on.
Is that brief? Is that brief enough?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
brief.
cool,
Okay,
man.
keep it brief.
We're going to get into the detail after.
Cool,
You know what I'm
cool.
saying? So, you know what I mean? But in the intro, we tend to play a few videos, respond to them, react to them. So feel free to, you know what I'm saying, give your opinions.
Yeah, I didn't realize this is a crazy setup. I didn't realize I'm seeing comments will pop up on the screen. I didn't realize this is all proper. Like, I'm loving it. Like, this is serious, man. This is serious.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No one does morning news like how we do morning news.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is serious, man. So we're saying put the headphones on, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Look at this, a stretch.
Are any of them TikTok videos?
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh, okay.
You know he doesn't venture over there at all.
Really?
Yeah.
TikTok is a fun place, you know. And now we've got someone to hold responsible.
All right, which one we going for?
You know, let's play the first one, the LBC one.
All right.
Tell me what you guys think of this.
For every Sikh to wear and is considered part of their bodily limbs, and there was no detachment from it, as other religions may have certain symbols.
I mean, with respect, this is religious gobbledygook, isn't it? Because it's a bit like Christians defending the practices of the Old Testament. These things are hundreds, in Christian terms, thousands of years old. We're now in 2020.
Damn,
Wait, God was like, he's
they're acting already.
nonsense.
Ah,
The Simon's at it again.
that doesn't normally happen, does it?
Nope,
Let's see.
the enemy.
Let's see.
And there was no detachment from it, as other religions may have certain symbols.
I mean, with respect, this is religious gobbledygook, isn't it? Because it's a bit like Christians defending the practices of the Old Testament.
Rotted.
We're saying we heard enough, you know.
You understand?
Rotted.
What did
I
you
ha-
go on
I
to
ha-
say?
I can't remember now.
Oh,
Heavily. Definitely.
But I suspect there's somebody who's shutting this down. You understand?
that's crazy.
I think the clue is in where it stopped. You understand? But let me.
When
let
you
me
started with
be
respect,
guided.
anyway, it was obviously going to be disrespectful.
But though, is he right though? Let me try.
No. Go.
Give me a chance.
He said, "Let me work."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because or should the question be, and this may sound like a very outlandish question I'm asking, but should cultures really mix like this? Because I'll tell you why. Because the Sikh man said, this is what we do. This is part of our culture. This is part of our religious, I don't know, regalia, whatever. It's basically a limb, right? Cool.
What part is, sorry, what part
Sorry,
is he
the
referring
knife.
to? Oh,
The
okay,
knife,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
And he's saying this is what we do. I remember obviously we spoke about this before. We learned this in school. You know what I'm saying? You know what it represents and all that type of stuff, right? But in this situation, it was used to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? And he's obviously defending the fact that they should be allowed to hold this because this is part of their religion. But you are now hundreds of years removed from, I guess, when it was first put into place. You're also thousands of miles from where it was first established, right? In a completely different time and age, right? And yet you still want to campaign for this. Yet we've seen what it's done to a young boy. Should the attitude be like, okay, cool, let's maybe, I don't know, just not have it anymore, but just talk about it? You know what I'm saying? Or should it just be like, okay, cool, we just don't mix? Because, you know what I'm saying? Because why should somebody die? You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know it sounds a bit somehow. No, because...
The don't mixing part is a bit.
I know it sounds...
You know what I mean?
But I'm saying it like that for a reason.
That's a bit of extreme.
But I do get where you're coming from, because if we... I mean, I like that we're getting deep at 8:30 in the morning, you know, I didn't realise we're getting deep on them. I see why you're sipping the Costa and that, do you get what I mean? But I understand where you're coming from. 'Cause, like, if you look at society as a 6-bedroom house, just in one house, your house.
Yeah.
If you have 6 bedrooms and each person has a different way of living...
Yep.
How is there going to be synergy within that house? If one person thinks they got to do this, one person thinks they got to do that. So I understand where you're coming from about perhaps is it not best to mix. Now, my thoughts on, I think it was, I can't remember the name of the knife, the kip something, right? You know, this isn't anything against any particular religious communities, but I do think it does make it have blurred lines if certain people in society can carry a weapon, whereas where I'm from in Lewisham in South London, if I was to roll with that, or if people in my area were to roll with anything of that length, they're looking at a 5.
Straight.
You know, so I do think it does raise important questions, and I know we didn't hear the rest of that video, but we're in 2026, do we still follow practices of the yonder years? I do think it's a fascinating conversation.
Yeah, man. Isaac says, that's not true, man. The religious knife was not the weapon used. Okay, pardon me. I didn't know, man. I thought that's what it was.
So then
It's still the same point, though. Like,
principle.
regardless...
But if it's not being used, then why are they putting it into this argument? Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd have to then look at that separately in terms of, like, how many knife attacks are being used, these knives being used. If it's not a factor, then what are we talking about? Because then you're just conflating things, you know?
So you don't feel that the principles still apply?
No.
Remember we had that situation where there was a Sikh man who was saying they should ban halal food. Remember? We were talking about on the show.
Yes.
And he was like, yo, I'm going to use my, whatever, I can't remember what it's called, right? To protect myself, this, that, and the third, da. Obviously, like Kayode is saying, if we were like, look, somebody was messaging me on online talking about, yeah, I'm going to come down to the studio, and I bring out my Sikh, this thing, I'm going to prison.
But I mean, is this happening?
No, but that
Okay, cool.
that situation did happen though. Remember, he was online talking about I'm going to do so.
He was provoking people. That I mean, it wasn't like an innocent situation where it was like people were coming up to him and just like attacking him for any reason. He was being provocative, and he was garnering for attention.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I just don't like the framing of this in this like, do you know what I mean? In this situation, it's got nothing to do with it. If that wasn't the weapon that was used, then what are we talking about here?
Okay, fair enough.
You know, and like I just feel like I can't really think off the top of my head at the moment, but like he's talking about the Old Testament. There's things in the Old Testament get defended every single day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think it's an excuse to be divisive.
Okay. Finan says we're going to ban cars as they've been used as weapons too.
Very true, and very recently.
True. Because cars are not only used by one group. You know what I'm saying? So we have to use...
And also the primary purpose of a car is not to...
You understand?
I mean, yes, in the Liverpool, I know, obviously, I don't know if you guys saw last year, the Liverpool person in the parade. So yes, the car was used as a weapon.
There was a young lady that, you know, knocked someone down and killed them with their car.
I mean, several occasions of that, right? Even in the culture, do you get what I mean? So.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, cool. It's not used by one group, but I just don't think that's necessarily the way to go.
Yeah,
like, it's like creating a false moral panic. It's not. This is not an issue.
Okay, I hear you. Fair enough. All right, so we've got another video, and this is from ELAINE the Pain, and she's made a comment responding to ALHAN.
Oh yeah.
For those who don't know, ALHAN is the guy who's going back and forth with Poet. And yeah.
Did you... We were going to talk about it yesterday. Did you change your mind about something?
About what? I changed my mind.
Okay.
I watched it though.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk about it after this video, isn't it?
Well, we were supposed to talk about it yesterday, so...
I'm ready.
All right, then. Yeah. Interesting.
ALHAN, I don't give a fuck what you or Poet have got going on, you understand? And if you're leaning into the, you know, taking the piss out of him and all of those sorts of things, that's between you and Poet. But what I do have a problem with is you sitting up here doing shit like this. Now, at the end of the day, we're not going to sugarcoat this shit. Every single person up here is in the black blood clot culture. And you guys make money off our pussy clot culture, you understand? And every single one of you is a fucking culture vulture. And I didn't bust my ass calling out all of these pussy clot names so you can take the piss out of black people. And for you to even put Westwood up there when he was raping off little black fucking girls, yeah, using our culture as a cover, you're taking a fucking piss. And this is what we mean when you come into our ting, put on your fucking black skin sleeve, and when you go fucking home, you take it off. Yo, if I was you, I would take this shit down, you understand? Because it is culturally insensitive to people who are actually affected in the industries when people like this come up and take from us and give nothing back. Say what the fuck you want about Poet, because he's the same one that let you get too blood clot comfortable anyway. But don't you dare try and make a mockery of people that are actually profiting from our fucking pain. And we see crumbs. You understand? And the black jackasses that think this shit is funny, keep fucking laughing because we don't have shit. Don't draw me out. You understand? Because culture vultures like this feel like they run things in our culture. Take this shit down. I don't want problems and I've got shit to do. Now, ALHAN,
All right.
I don't give a fuck.
So,
Boy.
what's your thoughts?
Well, I know her thing's not monetized because I heard more F-bombs in a Samuel Jackson movie. Do you get what I mean? So, my thoughts, I mean, even away from her argument, I generally think that you're more likely to attract bees with honey than vinegar. Meaning that I always, as passionate as you are on a particular subject, I don't think, if you convince someone against their will, they'll have the same opinion still. So going at people like that, calling them culture vultures, are they likely to change? At the same time, you do need to recognize the things that some of those guys have done in the culture. David Rodigan, I think it was in the top left, right? Like, this is from our parents' generation. He's been in the game for years. Even his son, shouts out to his son. He's also in the game. And I think that it's two conversations. Yes, you got the Poet and the ALHAN. Firstly, ALHAN don't care. ALHAN's going to look at Elaine's thing and just laugh. ALHAN don't care. Come on, man. He's 9p. He doesn't care. But I do think that perhaps the message could have been delivered a bit more effective, but I understand that's her style.
This is it?
But would things change? Who knows?
But do you think, like, because people do say that when these types of things come up, like, and they reference David Rodigan, but it's just like, have they done what they've done for the community or our community because they were the only person allowed to do it? Do you know what I mean? If they were, it's like they're gatekeepers, right? Do you know what I mean? Like at the time of Westwood, he was at some point, he was like the only person who had that platform on like a national radio show. Do you know what I mean? Because they weren't allowing anybody else to do it. So how does that make them great? It just doesn't to me. It's just like they're symbolic of the system that is blocking our, our progress, really and truly. So I can never rate them. I don't see it like
I'm not gonna lie, Charlie's, I mean, I can vouch for Charlie stuff. I've met Charlie stuff.
You can vouch for him.
As in, like, he's put me on so many times. Like, I remember the first time I met him was in 2015. Yeah, time for me. I've met Charlie so many times. I've been in his clubs. I've been in mansions with him in freaking Ayia Napa. Like, he didn't have to. I understand some people might think that these guys gatekeep, but from my experience, I haven't met all of the guys up there. I mean, English Frank apparently is not even in the UK now anyway, but David Rodigan, I can only speak for our parents' generations. They seem to love him. More towards our generation, Charlie Softs, personally, he supported me, like, not like crazy, but he's always helped me.
What has he helped you do, just so we can understand? So when you say, like, so he's got you into a party, what else?
So Charlie, when I first met Charlie, was when I was running events, nightclubs in 2000. This is like 2015. And at the time, I was trying to do a little bit of rapping. I'll be real with you. I was trying to.
I can hear it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, maybe re-rapping.
Yeah, I can
Really.
hear the way you're speaking in your cadence, I can hear it in there. But go on.
Right. So like, I remember like 2015. I said to obviously we booked Charlie to come to at our nightclub, and I said, Charlie, you know, I spit bars as well. You know, I want to get a fire in the booth and whatnot. So he let me do a quick freestyle to him. He said, yo, what's your number? And until now, even till now, I think maybe last month ago, he still replies if I message. Do you get what I mean? And I've just seen he has helped people in the culture. I do think that, yes, okay, in more recent times, he's maybe done things which has been a bit more contentious.
Yeah.
But again, like,
I mean, sorry, I know, because you're hearing it and you're saying what you're saying, it's just like, is that help without personal gain? Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, what are you giving, and what do you know what I mean? Like, what are you putting into the community?
At the same time,
also?
but what is
so like him allowing you spit bars to him? Like, how is that?
you're downplaying it so much.
No, I'm not.
No,
you
allow me spit bars.
I really am not. Like, I'm just really trying to understand because the other side, because we hear this argument time and time again, and it helps to prop up these people to continue doing what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? So what? Yeah.
But then what is culture? Okay, if we're looking at Charlie grew up on an estate in, where is he? I can't remember where he grew up. North London. Like we all grew up in. I don't know where you lot from. I'm from Lewisham, as you lot know.
I'm from South. Yeah.
South.
Hackney.
Okay. Did you say Peckham?
No, Hackney.
Hackney. Okay, so like. None of these areas, we've all got like what is, like, I think Akala talks about it. It's not necessarily a race thing, it's a class thing, right? Where I live, we've got people who are white, Asian, black. We're all in the same plane. We're all part of it, you know. So like what?
But are their cultures being exploited the ways ours are?
Are they not part of it? Are they not part of it?
Access? Do they have representation? Like we was talking about the other week about like the impact of black music. Do you know what I mean? This report that's come out recently in the billions that it's doing for this economy, but you don't even get half of these people on like the you know, any kind of award show. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's just not to say that's the beacon of everything, but I'm just like, I just don't know. I just don't think that these people are doing enough. Like if they
those six,
like, and there's many more. Like, do you know what I mean? Let's be real.
What would you like them to do then? I think if they were sat here, what would you want them to do?
I think it should be absolutely obvious what they're doing for the black community. I can't look at any of them and say what they're doing for the black community.
I feel like I need to see six again. So you had ALHAN, Rodigan, Westwood. Obviously, Westwood's not even about English Frank.
Westwood is potentially like, do you know what I mean? Like sexual deviant.
He's not even my era. He's
do you know what I
before
mean?
me.
Yeah.
But he's been going for many, many years.
If Westwood wasn't, you know what I mean, didn't do those nonsenses, yeah. So it was just the music and stuff, yeah. Just like everybody else on the list, I believe, right? Would you see him differently?
No.
Okay, so you would still say, look,
it's because it is like everybody else in the list, but he's even worse being on the list. And to put him up on that list as well was just like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm just like, this is diabolical.
But it's definitely unfair to put English Frank there. English Frank, he's not even about anymore. Do you get what I mean? He's not even about anymore. Who is it? Professor Green, was he there?
But it's not about he's about what he done in his time.
He was only rapping. He was trying to boost.
No, I'm just asking. Like that's.
But then even with Charlie or Westwood, they had platforms to allow people to go on. Like a lot of people
were the only ones. Like I even remember, like I'm pretty sure at the time there was a big question mark of who was going to replace Westwood. Yeah, and Charlie Smith was a controversial, what do you call it, option. You know, like he was doing his thing. I think it was the argument was because he was building his own audience or whatever kind of thing. But there were other people, there were other black, what do you call it, potential DJs that could have taken that spot, but it went to Charlie. So it was just repeating the same thing that had happened before. It was a big outrage at the time. I'm pretty sure.
But at the same time, if you're talking BBC, like Kenny also, from where I'm from in Lewisham, he has a platform on BBC right now. Target has a platform. Richie Brave, there's a lot of black presenters though. There are a lot.
But it's in that position though that you're representing, because it was like hip hop, right? Do you know what I mean? You're representing.
One extra, basically.
Yeah, you're representing hip hop in the UK. You are the face. You're telling me Westwood anyway. I can't.
You know. Seriously. What's a bit tricky though is I think it kind of I'm about to echo what Kayode was saying, that a lot of black grime artists, rap artists, put aside the things that Westwood did, right, in his personal time, whatever. They feel as though Westwood gave them a platform. Do you know what I'm saying?
They do, because he was the only kind of person.
But the thing is, he still did. And the thing is, yeah, if he's doing that, if he's saying, look, come here, I'm opening the doors to you, do this, and all that sort of stuff, and he's helping make people's careers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
yes,
how do we...
I see that on the surface,
Yeah.
but if you're the only person there, and that is the gateway, and you're the person, then of course you need the people to go through there.
I get you.
You need them. Do you know what I mean? So he needed them as much as
They needed
Do you
him.
know what I mean? So like, and also without them, does he have a position?
But isn't that with everybody in anything in life, though?
But this is the guy. This is what we're talking about. So like, you can do philosophical, but this is the guy, and he was doing his heinous crimes allegedly during that time and continued on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, yes, they're saying like, oh yeah, he put me on, so that negates what you was doing as well. Like, no.
Definitely, it definitely doesn't negate. It definitely doesn't negate. But
people will say like, yeah, but he done this. But he done it, like he helped me. He opened the door.
Only in the gatekeeping.
There was only one door. Like, do you know what I mean? There was only one door to.
But isn't it a case of making like what you guys hear with the New Black, like having your own platform? Isn't it a case of don't ask, don't beg? If what you're saying is that they have the only door and they're gatekeeping you let in, it's such as things like you're building here with the New Black, create your own platform. There's been so many like Black Box did it. Who's freaking Fumes engineer? He had his own thing. Do you get what I mean? So many people started creating their own. So, like Dave blew up off a Black Box. Do you get what I mean? Santan Dave, that is anyway.
Yeah.
Well, regardless of that, to go back to what Elaine was saying, because do you feel like ALHAN is basically taking the piss out of us by putting that up?
110%. It's more of his campaign, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's trying to present the argument that what does culture mean? Doesn't even mean anything.
I wish he was here the day when we spoke about this. I think it was, what day was this? Monday, Tuesday, something, Brent?
Or when it came out, innit?
Yeah. So, yeah, I believe so, yeah. So, like we were saying earlier, I did watch the entire interview or whatever it was, conversation with ALHAN and Specs going at Poet. To me, it doesn't change much, innit? Like, what it does change, perhaps, is just how they've had to deal with him and his character in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just friends that you just know that, okay, cool. If we weren't friends, or if we didn't have certain things in common, we wouldn't be friends, sort of thing, right? But in terms of, and more so I'm putting Specs aside, in terms of, I think, ALHAN's approach, though, yes, it's okay for, and in fact, he should defend himself. But what he did say, though, was it was a bit of banter from his perspective, but he did say something against Poet. So Poet didn't just out of the blue mention him on Pound's podcast.
Okay.
It was ALHAN that basically started it. Is that correct, Brent? Yeah? It was ALHAN that started it. He's saying it was banter, but he made a comment first at Poet.
What did ALHAN say?
I don't know. But he basically said, it was just banter, whatever. But then Poet went on Pounds and then You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
So Poet was minding his business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so Poet is just defending himself. And now you're coming out and saying what you're saying about all this sort of stuff. And again, you guys know I hate the personal jabs in it. It's just not necessary. I don't need to know you lot's personal business. You know what I'm saying? But to me, compartmentalizing and bring this back to the culture and what Poet said about culture. Yes, Poet brought him into the culture, but we all make mistakes, you know what I'm saying, like, in life, right? And to me, ALHAN has shown there's a certain, it could be ignorance, or to me, it could be he just doesn't care about certain things. He doesn't view culture like we view culture. Because again, that first thing he did with mixing the Turkish flag with the Jamaican flag and just seeing it as, this is just banter or whatever, it's all love, brother, and all that sort of stuff. To me, that's disrespectful. But he might not see it that way.
Well, I hear that coming. There's certain flags in the world you wouldn't do that to.
Thank you very much.
You couldn't do that to certain countries. And all. I just realised that you're right,
You know what I'm saying? So
certain countries, that's risky. You ain't getting a visa to go there still.
100%. But he knows, or at least he believes he can do that, and no one's going to say anything to him. No one's going to make him put it down.
Look, I think a lot of people are fearful of him now, the way he, I think, cause they've seen that he's very articulate. They've seen that he's prepared to, I think people, I don't think anyone's going to, I think people think twice to step to ALHAN now still. That's what it seems like.
It's ridiculous.
And
it's ridiculous.
that is a problem. If that is true and people are fearful, that is a massive problem.
100% it is. 100%.
That's an issue. That shouldn't be. Whoever is the I don't know. Someone should have a talking to this guy. Do you know what I mean? So he understands.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
Yeah.
If you say that you love the culture, then this ain't it.
It's not.
It's not. It's
Hip hop and Ibiza. Why? Lord, believe me, we need it.
Honestly, I don't think.
You remember this?
Yeah, I remember.
Just over there.
A few weeks ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But any of these guys.
Yeah, man. I didn't like that as well, man. Because, this is what you know what the thing is? Is it cultural insensitivity though? Is it ignorance, or is it they just don't care?
Like, if you're
what is
in
it?
the culture, how can it be
Ignorance. Because you surely
If
should be
you're
aware.
in, like seriously, if the people brought you in and they know sense, how can it be ignorance? How is that possible? Unless you're surrounded by yes people. Unless you're surrounded by people who have no integrity, unless you're surrounded by people who just don't care.
Well, if he turned around and said that he apologizes, would it make you feel?
I need consistency over time.
Because you know how we all make mistakes, right? If he said, you know what, that was out of pocket,
makes
that was out of
mistakes,
pocket,
but
I won't do it again.
very, 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 very on trend for people to make mistakes on purpose to get attention and then to apologize. Do you know what I mean? So we need consistency over time. Also, I would say you need to throw in whatever community you offended, you need to throw in a donation of some sort. You need to give back.
Yeah.
So what about when Drewski did it to I'll just say to the white people in America when he was doing the skits?
I don't care about them.
Or when he did it for, was it Erica Kirk?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. So what? So Drewski. So when he did the whiteface with the hillbilly stuff.
Well, their communities incumbent upon them to make him do something.
What did
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they complained.
If they find issue with it.
Yeah, that's their business.
And what did they say about it then?
I mean, there was complaints. He got complaints. He got a bit of backlash, but it's not.
I don't know. It's kind of like what Isaac was saying the other day. No, it might not have been Isaac. When he was talking about, but what about the desecration of the Turkish flag? I'm not Turkish.
Who disgraced the Turkish flag?
No, the desecration of it. Basically, when he merged the Turkish.
Oh yeah.
flag, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think, like I can't be out here campaigning for the Turkish flag.
Of course.
He's Turkish, so maybe he's got permission from.
The community.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But all I know is he's not Jamaican, and he did certain things to Jamaica's flag in the name of banter.
Wait, is anyone here Jamaican though?
No, I'm not Jamaican.
Come on. Ratatata.
I'm you're Trini like me.
He absolutely is. I don't know why he's playing with you.
Okay, so do we know if any of the Jamaicans were offended by that?
Well,
some people weren't here, but then obviously ELAINE the Paint, is she not Jamaican?
Yes.
Yeah, she was offended.
Okay.
There was other people offended.
yeah.
So it just depends what your feed is saying. Let's be real. It depends who's on your feed. It depends what you're gonna see. I know people here think I've got selective outrage. Like, I don't care.
Is that what they say about you?
They say a lot of things.
All right.
but that's not my issue. That's not my issue. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, this makes me mad. Of course.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I think sometimes you can kind of gauge how honest the person is and how they care about the culture if they can just see the error. And even if they don't see the error, someone spotted it for you, told you, and you apologize. And like you said, there's consistency going forward. But I think it really is the case that, and to be fair, I think it shows some level of impotence on our part. That we can allow them to get away with certain things because there's certain communities that we all know
You can't even speak on.
But this is what
cannot
I'm
speak
saying.
on.
But when you get people saying things like, "Oh, but he's done this," is that not letting them get away with it?
Yeah, I'm
Do you know
agreeing.
what I mean?
I'm agreeing with you.
So how is it? Because it's just like someone like ELAINE, and what I'm saying is being, would be shut down in those conversations.
Yep.
So it's just, I'm not saying that ELAINE's delivery, I get like people can be annoyed with that or like not resonate with that. I understand it, but the sentiment of what she's saying is, I don't have a problem with it. I absolutely do not have an issue with it. So like, how do you shut something like that down? How do you shut someone like ALHAN down?
Yeah.
And the fact is, there's a lot of loud people in our community who don't want to. They will not do it. They will not. They will say it's free speech, or you're being too sensitive, or do you know what I mean? Like, this is just how it is.
Yeah.
Because they're comfortable with the status quo.
100%.
They don't want change.
But sometimes when you go at people, say how ELAINE went at ALHAN, it makes people just double down and hold their opinions more.
Yeah.
So that's why I think sometimes
Yes.
it's a case of don't go at them. Like if someone's effing and blinding at you in the street, it's like, oh, who are you talking? You're not even going to take them seriously. If they say, look, I understand why you done that. If I understand why you thought that's funny. However, you're more likely to get them to say, you know what, I think you're right. You know.
I understand that. But what is, okay, even this conversation today, who is against him? Like, do you know what I mean? People are not, who is saying what ELAINE's saying in a different tone?
True.
Without
yeah.
this way, without
There
the
have to be
swearing.
someone in his.
Who is saying that? Like, do you know what I mean? There's probably people out there, but
Yeah,
like,
but
do you know
that
what I mean?
platform stuff, yeah.
Are they being platformed? Are they being followed? Like, do you know what I mean? Is that being shared? Because people don't want to hear it. They will shut it down. They will say that they don't know what they're talking about. This is the thing. It's a nonsense. It's actually a nonsense. Ugh, it's frustrating.
Do you subscribe to the term culture vulture, Emmanuel?
As in it being a reality? 100%, man.
Can you name any culture vultures?
Uh,
I don't think that you think that
yeah.
ALHAN's a culture vulture
Why is that?
or Charlie Sloth.
If I'm being honest with you, I don't know enough. This is what I was saying the other day, innit? That I was speaking from a position of not ever watching Gasworks and nothing like that, innit? So I don't know enough. I just didn't like how he was talking to a poet and rubbishing him. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I didn't like that. And obviously, I watched that episode, and to me, I saw some cultural insensitivities there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't.
Said Vlad.
Oh, 100%. I was going to say.
Also.
100%.
But not in no examples in the UK. You just go to the guy who insulted the honourable.
No, that's only because obviously I know that one, innit? So I was going to come to that afterwards, innit? But in terms of like the UK, it's hard for me to say. I think Westwood showed parts of it though, because I feel like he did take on parts of the culture, the way he was speaking, the way he was doing certain things. At times it seemed like mockery, innit? I don't know him personally for me to say, oh yeah, this is him legitimately just loving and embracing black culture. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I do know that he's been putting in work in the scene since like the 80s. I was listening to one random Master Ace album, yeah, and he was bigging up Tiz Webster. It's late 80s. I was thinking, this guy's been around for that long. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 100%. So he's been doing this for a long time, and to me, this is why I was basically asking Shadi, like, is a person a culture vulture just because they're white and in the culture? Because that's not fair, innit? And there has to be an exchange. If you're basically a DJ, you rely on the artist. You know what I'm saying? But the artists also rely on you, and there's that mutual exchange. I don't think we should expect for anyone to do something solely because of that culture, because it's just not business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be relevant, and you need those relevant artists. You know what I'm saying? So it's part of it. So I don't know, like. Again, I feel like these people have done things over the years that show a disregard for the culture. You know what I'm saying? So Charlie Sloth, again, doing that particular thing. You know what I'm saying? But also, Charlie Sloth was the DJ that Wretch went on you know what I'm saying, and did that crazy freestyle. You know what I'm saying? So people are forgetting about certain things as well. And people make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So without me knowing these people, I can't say for a fact. What I can say is they've done certain things that they shouldn't have done. Again, Charlie Sloth did that. Westwood's done other things. ALHAN's done this recently. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's the same sort of thing with Vlad. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like you're just platforming people, but you're taking advantage and you're mocking certain things. Because there's certain things you would do for or with certain artists in the black community that you wouldn't dare do in another community. And that's where it comes down to okay, cool, I'm here to just extract and gain, go home and laugh at you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
But isn't that the fault of the black community then?
This is what I'm saying.
That's the case.
This is what I'm saying to you.
Because,
This is what I'm saying to you.
You know,
it speaks to us not regulating people. You know what I'm saying?
So who do you think should have been regulated by blacks?
All of them.
All of who?
All of ALHANs, the Westwoods.
So you do believe that he should have been regulated?
Yeah.
He got the pass from Poet.
That's what I'm saying.
Even the
and
keys,
this
no?
is why, obviously, Poet has to take some responsibility. 100%.
Okay.
Of course he does. You see what I'm saying? But just because he has to take responsibility doesn't mean you're allowed to come start insulting this guy. He's put in 20 years of work in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Creating opportunity for many black people. Who the hell are you? You're one of the people he's helped. You have no right to start talking reckless about him.
And that's independent of whether it is he believes that he insulted him first.
Yeah, but remember, poet.
No, I'm just asking.
responding.
I'm just asking. Oh, that's what you said at the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what he said?
I don't know. I only know that based on what ALHAN said in that interview, innit? In that wherever it was.
So what did ALHAN say?
He only said, I said what I said, but it was banter. And then poet then da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So it just made me feel, okay, cool. Timelines is, he said something first. Poet's now gone and addressed everybody on Pound's platform. And now ALHAN's now responded to that. You know what I'm saying? So poet was just minding his business. You know what I'm saying? But
did your opinion change on ALHAN a bit at the beginning? I think Josh asked you to watch the beginning of the episode where he basically says, how you calling me a culture vulture when I've done this.
Oh, when he said he gave to Palestine and...
Yeah. So when I
helped out Turkey.
Yeah, exactly. So when I saw that, I was just thinking, I don't understand what's going on there. Because I don't understand whose culture we're talking about. Palestine, big up Palestine, but Palestine's not black. That's what I'm saying.
He gave to George Floyd or something in 2020. Or he did set up the phone
line. And it cost him, big up you, fantastic. But why are you mentioning this alongside Palestine? It shows your idea of culture then. Because, you know what I'm saying? How did that directly help black folk?
So ALHAN also questioned, like, what this culture thing that people are talking about. Do you think that there is a culture that is our own?
Great question. Maybe it needs to be redefined. Maybe we need to...
Maybe not.
Write a constitution. You know what I mean? Make it redefined. What exactly does it mean?
Maybe it needs to be defined.
Yeah, defined.
Yeah. Do you think we have enough for it to be defined?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So no one should be running around being like, what is this? This thing that you see that he's vulturing off of.
I'm not saying nobody should be, but I think the lines are blurred. You see what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
So I think some people don't understand, okay, yeah, this is black culture, this is black British culture, and stuff like that. They don't know where it starts and ends. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, I don't know, the two oceans. And see, like, where does it start and end? You just know, okay, I'm definitely here or I'm definitely there. But the line itself, I don't know.
Josh.
That's the problem.
Shout out Josh in the Discord. He essentially said that gas works isn't part of black British culture. Okay. It's a white platform. You said you don't know much about Gasworks, right?
No.
Have you seen Gasworks at all?
Yeah.
Every time you saw Gasworks, what guests were on there?
People like African Child was on it, AC.
Well, that's what we were invited.
So blacks?
Huh?
So black folk.
Black folk.
Yeah.
AC
right?
was on it.
Do you think that if majority of your guests are within the black culture, right? And the numbers raking up because of those particular conversations with them, wouldn't you say that's literally
100%? Because you know your audience.
It's music, isn't it?
It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. Are you going to
So
say that?
it could have been in a white building. It could have been white producers.
White owners.
All of it.
Hip hop. You understand? I don't know black folk.
Right.
Certain communities might do. I don't know. But no one says that's this black music. Hip hop is Jewish hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You understand? No, it's just facts though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, big up everybody.
Yeah, I find it really interesting when people go on like Stevie Wonder when we talk about this thing of ours. Do you understand? It's really weird. Like really, really weird. But alas.
Yes. But again, the fact that we have to even talk about it and say, okay, cool, what is black culture? What is the culture? Shows there is some work to do. You see what I'm saying?
So Ed says, to be frank, or to be fair, I think just said it because it's Boiler Room, and Boiler Room isn't a black platform.
Okay.
Tell me what Boiler Room is, please. And Gasworks. What's the connection?
Let me know. Because Josh mentioned that, what did he say? That they met at Boiler Room. Something like that, right?
Is it not in the same kind of
same sort
space?
Of vein?
Boiler Room?
I'm not too sure.
I'm referring to the show that ALHAN and Port was on, because that's what Josh was talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
I wasn't Gasworks on Boiler Room. Who's Josh?
Well, this is what I'm saying. So if if you are talking about the product that ALHAN and Poet is producing, you can talk to me about the building that they're in. You can talk to me about the platform that they're on. But what is the content that they're creating?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
And the audience.
And don't look to strip that and say that that isn't black culture. Don't. You can't. Makes no sense. All the guests, majority of the guests were black. They were black.
Bodies and black talent and black presence.
Don't tell me that Filthy Fellas is not a black platform. Of course it is. Of course it is. Doesn't matter if it is you have white footballers coming through. My friend, you've tapped into something. Well, a lot of these people with resources tap into something that they know is youth culture, drives youth culture. Do you understand? Whether you put the money up or not, you know exactly what you're doing. Everybody seems to understand, with money, they understand how to tap into that and get the most of it. But we decide that we are going to be pushing back against this. Everybody else knows that we have a culture that can generate the money and the funds. But we have decided that we're going to push back against the defining of this particular thing. Are you mental?
This is it.
You just mentioned about the report. Just the UK
Black music.
black music. 80%
Imagine.
comes from African origin. And that's 30 billion, you know, over the last 30 years.
Crazy.
30 billion. And you have the gumption to turn around and say, what, we don't have this thing of ours? This is mental. Everybody else knows but us, and we're pushing back? No. As long as it is I have this air in my lungs, I'll continue to scream that not only do we have something of us, but we need to be protected. It needs to be protected.
100%.
It's just unfortunate that obviously he brought the wolf into the whatever in his nest, and yeah, he has to hold that.
Yeah.
He has to hold that, man.
Yep.
But there's no way I'm rubbing out any of the stuff that he did over the years, man.
No.
He's done too much.
Exactly.
He's put on too many people, man. Too many people.
That's why that's always my starting position, you know. I really don't like when people outside the community start talking about people in the community who've contributed to the culture and things of that nature for years and years in disparaging ways. And we're out there being like, yeah, that's true though. What do you mean? Why?
I say, yeah, that's true though.
You know what I'm saying? It's not right. Other communities know how to understand certain things. If you have a gripe with Poet, we talk to him privately. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Not out here just exposing him and laughing and what?
Yeah, I agree with that. That should
It's
have
wrong,
been,
man.
should have been, man.
To the point you then say, forget Poet, it's funny that he's done so and so about the Jamaican flag. I think that's the most disgraceful thing, to be honest with you.
The thing is,
I really don't like that.
well, we just saw another Jamaican just now saying that they're Jamaican and they took umbrage with that.
Of course.
Not all of them will, but that guy did, and I'll focus on that one. Because it backs up the argument.
Nah, you can't do them things there, man. You can't do it. But yes. Anyway, we got one more video. Very short video. On the show, we've shown some sports.
Okay.
And one sport that we've shown
What
is
the hell is this?
in-car jiu-jitsu. We've shown that before, right? And we've shown, there's another crazy one that we've shown.
There was just running headlong into each other.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? These are the sports that people are doing.
These are what you want to try?
I don't know how they train for these things, you know what I'm saying? But this is a new one, man.
Okay.
Taser boxing.
What?
What?
What? Where are you not finding these videos?
Outside the culture.
Exactly.
No, your lot's algorithm's messed up. Can these don't pop up on mine?
Oh, you done. Crazy.
So is the person tasing him is holding the camera?
They probably got like a
Yeah. Insane. Oh yeah, he's done.
Yeah, man. Your lot's FYP, so it's saying it's in a dark place. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
No.
Hmm.
This is.
Well,
Yeah,
Tim's on it.
Hmm?
Tim's on it.
Looks live, you know. You don't need to go to church or something. Like,
That looks like torture. That's what that looks like.
yeah, emails FYP's a dark place. It's your algorithm. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
But yes. Anyway, I'm thinking if we should just continue, or should I ask you this question? Okay, you know what? Let me just ask you this question because we've got great minds in the building.
Okay.
So, somebody made a comment. Yeah. In fact, let me get it so I can read it word for word for you guys. And it was pertaining to Love Island and the need for more representation, right? Shirley,
Yeah,
firstly, do you feel like that is the case?
What? Say that again?
About Love Island and the need
Yeah.
for more representation.
More representation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. I'm kind of like, I want that selfishly for myself.
Okay.
But we're not at a place where you can trust the UK producers to handle us correctly. That's my thing. I think it's just like, yes, you want representation, but that representation needs to be not just the cast, it needs to be the crew, producers, like the people that make the show also as well. So we are treated with care, you know, because too often we are used for really shitty storylines and painted as villains or clowns, or do you know what I mean? Like these types of things. So yeah, I want more. I mean, obviously there's times when, you know, black people do well in these shows. Do you know what I mean? But it's just like, I feel like they've chosen for that to happen. So it's infrequent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my. Yeah.
Well, this is the comment that somebody made, yeah. So it says Love Island UK died after season 10. Why?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Because they refused to cast diversity with depth, but rather token people of color as a checkbox to meet their diversity quota. They don't make an intention to hire men who are open to dating women of any racial background, resulting in the isolation of women of color and black women of color. Cool.
110%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody else responded to this, yeah, and I want to get your take on this quickly before we move on.
Yep.
And this person says, when you have so much going for you, know your self-worth and have an abundance of ownership in other areas.
Lin May.
Sounds a lot like her.
A burner account.
Yeah, burner account.
When you've got so much going for you, you know your self-worth and have an abundance of ownership in other areas of your life. You don't cry about representation in shows like this. Middle Eastern people, Chinese, Japanese, Sri Lankan, Pakistani, Indian do not feel the need to be represented in the four corners of entertainment. And it has to be due to a lack of ownership elsewhere.
Man, I think it's a bit harsh. I can see where they're going, but I feel like entertainment is a legit career path for people. Like, do you know what I mean? And for like traditionally as well for black people, I would say, like, do you know what I mean? And I think, like, yes, of course, we need more doctors, we need more lawyers, we need all of that, definitely. Do you know what I mean? And I'll never take away from that, but I'm not gonna, you know, poo-poo someone if they want to do this as well. Do you know what I mean? Especially in the world that we're in, where it's very, like, social media focused, and it's about, like, you know, a lot of it is about garnering that attention and creating, you know, stardom, really. So yeah, I'm not one of those people that's against that. Like, do you know what I mean? I think we need everything else, and I think we need to build businesses, all of that kind of stuff. But I'm not against this in particular. So I don't like it when people are being judgmental against people who've made those choices.
Okay.
Isn't it a case of just go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated? So, like, I think I see one of the comments pop up to say that why would someone want to go somewhere? Like, for example, typically, if you know, like you said, 99% of the cast might not be interested in black women. And like for me, I'm interested in black women, so I wouldn't necessarily go on Love Island. I'm not going to find that. So would you say maybe something like that? Just go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated?
Yes, that is definitely one of my mantras, to be fair. And I advise young people to do that all the time. But I do think, again, it's very selfish. Like, I enjoy reality TV, and I want to see, you know, people who look like me reflected back, like I do. Do you know what I mean? I review it, and I'm reviewing today, by the way, at Sade Salami official.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean? We're talking about.
Oh, you're deep watching it, okay?
UK and USA. But yeah, but this is the thing, and the thing is, it can be done because we see it in USA. So Love Island has franchises, right? Do you know what I mean? USA, they are able to do diversity. You know what I mean? They are able to show black love. They are able to show options. Like, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There's still some stereotypes and some fuckeries every now and again. But for the most part, you can see, like, healthy black representation there. So if they can do it there, they can do it here, and they have done it ish, kinda. Do you know what I mean? But they don't want to. They ultimately they don't want to, because even going back to the first comment, like, I think only season 5 and season 10.
What was 10?
10 is the one with Ty, Ella, Whitney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you know, or are you pretending?
No, I know. Which is the one that I told you I watched? Was that season 5?
No, that was season 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah. Season 5 was the best season, I think, personally. Well, season 5 or 10. Okay. But then season 11, Mimi and Josh won, first black couple to win. Do you know what I mean?
I don't even know who they are.
Oh, okay.
Big them up, though.
But big them up.
Well, I ain't seen Love Island since since I was on the Apprentice time, like Tommy Fury and them. And...
That's season 5.
Oh, is it? Okay. I liked Amber and that. I remember meeting Amber and that cast.
Amber won, as Ovi was in that one.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's the last one I remember. I'll be real with you.
That's what black representation was there that time.
Well, there was more than usual, I would say, in that one. Although it wasn't necessarily like traditional black love. It wasn't that. Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of swell couples and that type of thing. But you know, I that's not an issue for me. But I know some people, they don't. You know, that's not their thing.
What's their thing there?
Some people are like very, very like they want to see black love, as in a black man, black woman kind of thing. So yeah, but yeah, I just like I don't know, and yeah, I'm just sorry, want to read the comment there.
Okay, Black Lad Travel says, never heard of Chinese people talking about representation on these shows.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think when you review and you see like lots of comments and you do see people of different people have their little, not even little, but their groups, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, so a black woman might come and watch my show because I'm a black woman. So someone else might watch a Chinese person because they're a Chinese person, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, and get their perspective. So it depends who you follow. It depends who you're, you know, who you're into to see what their unique perspective of on these shows. And also as well, it's just, I think if you don't have the representation in the beginning, then do you know what I mean? Are you going to be talking about it in that sense? Or are you going to see the conversations? Am I making sense? You're going to see the conversations about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I kind of resonate with that. Like, do you follow them to know that they are or are not talking about this? You know, you have to diversify the people that you follow as well if you're interested in those conversations and if they're happening. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Do you think talking about it?
Talking what?
Do you think they're talking about
Chinese people? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What do you mean?
But obviously, I don't know.
Are you saying that? But you don't know. So why would you think? Why would you say? No. Why would you say absolutely not rather than I don't know?
To be honest,
why would you say that?
I think I know. I think I know why still.
Because really, but the fact is, you don't know.
That's a fact.
Yes.
But I could bet.
What, are you serious? So if
they don't waste the time.
So okay, cool. You know what? No, it's fine. Let us be the records. Go on.
No, but why is it though that none of them have ever been on it then?
No, they have though.
Okay,
there has been Chinese people on Love Island. You don't know.
This is true. This is true.
So, yeah.
This is true. Go back to representation though, because there's a billion of them over there.
But I mean, the thing is, like, Love Island is big here. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not the whole world.
Yeah, of course.
It really isn't. So, you know, I don't know. Like, what does that question really mean?
I hear it. All right, cool. Well, okay, Finance says, can white people ask for representation in black spaces? Because you know that's what they're going to say.
I mean, they can ask. Anyone can ask.
I wonder what
are the black
spaces
spaces
you're referring to.
What are the black spaces?
G7 FFS says, who was Chinese on that show?
So there was a girl, test me, but there's girl called, I want to say, I might be wrong.
I could have a go at it.
Okay, cool, please.
No, you don't want me. You don't want me to.
I think that's one thing The Apprentice does very well. The Apprentice is always very well casted in terms of everything.
Yeah.
Like race, age, sexuality, etc. But maybe is it because Love Island they're trying to cater to people's preferences, like what's your type? Because like even when you go to apply, I'm not talking from experience, but even when you go
Yeah.
to apply, they say like, what's your type and who do you go for? So maybe is that why?
I think that might be part of it, but it's still, they work off stereotypes for real, because we got a lot of blondes at the moment, and it's just like, what's going on?
On the show for this year?
Yeah, there's a girl called
Who's this guy?
oh, Zach. Yeah, he was in US though.
Oh, okay.
But there was a girl. She went out with a guy called Hugo. I can't remember her name though. I can see her face, but I can't remember her name. And also, someone who just won All Stars. But yeah, I'm not saying it's massive, and it's not as big as like black representation on the show, although that's not necessarily that big anyway. But you know, do you know what I mean? There have been.
Okay.
You know.
Do you think there's enough of the blacks on Love Island?
I don't know, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm learning in real time. But this is why I asked about the season that I saw. So the season I watched had Priscilla, big up Priscilla, had
I see
Michael,
City Splash.
Leanne, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I didn't feel like there needed to be more black people.
True, yeah, that was what about that show? What are you saying?
What do you mean?
That
What's
year,
the question?
like, did you think that year was Priscilla, Michael, the Ghanaian guy, I can't remember his last name.
It was okay. But I think season 10 was better, because you just had more in this.
Which one was 10 again?
So 10 was the you had Whitney, Catherine, Ty, Montel, I can't remember, but there was a fair few. And it was just like, yeah, this is it. And also, I know this is going to be a bit regionalist, but I think the show works better when there's more people from London. I just think it works better. You just get a different kind of energy.
Was it London and Essex, or just literally London?
More London, I would say, than Essex. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm not from Essex. You have to apologise.
I'm just saying, but yeah, I think you just get that kind of like more of like a energy and more of a kind of not so surface level. You know, it's just a bit more real. I think Ty.
What's the London people have no filter? Is that what you're trying to say? Like...
Yeah, I think so. I think they're less likely to play by the rules. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they've just got that energy, and it forces the show to go in a different way. Do you know what I mean? And it forces them to kind of deal with stuff. Like Ty, for example. I think Ty was probably one of the realest contestants that the show's ever had. Really.
And what year was Dammy then? Dammy, he's Irish, isn't it?
Yeah, Dammy and India that year. They came third, didn't they? They done right. And who else was in that one? Oh God, Ikenna. Can't remember.
You really know your stuff though, innit? Like,
yeah,
you love a Love Island. Would you go on it then?
Absolutely not.
Why?
No,
Why though?
No. I just don't. I'm not. I like
Are you single?
Observing. Wow.
Right.
No, I mean not like some people they say, would you go? Oh, not. They're taken. Do you get what I mean? So my apologies.
To go on Love Island.
Too early in the morning for that direct question.
To go on Love Island, you do need to be single, obviously. Do you know what I mean? But no, that's not the reason why I wouldn't go on it. I just don't like. It's just not for me. And also, like, I don't have a filter. And if someone. Like, I'm from South, innit? Do you know what I mean?
But then you're perfect. You said you need more people with no filter.
No. Not for me. For me to do that, to crack someone's jaw on national television. Absolutely not.
Crack your jaw.
Seriously.
Sounds like a freaking Lethal Bizzle thing, innit?
I'm not that calm. I'm not that calm at all. So I wouldn't be able to tolerate the conditions that you put you on, because you don't know what time it is. They wake you up at any time. Like, it's communal living, so you can't even choose. You can't even really. It's hard to change who you're sleeping in a bed with. You have to share a bed with someone. Like, all of these things.
Would you do it even? Would you?
I couldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't. It's not for me, man. I think I'm more like the Chinese. I care about better things. And I was joking.
Ever.
Black Crab has a point. If there's more black people on there, right, wouldn't it tank because white people don't want to watch black people doing stuff?
No, they'll watch it. They'll watch it anyway.
You think?
Yeah, they watch it.
After a while, you think that they would want to watch it?
Yeah, because they'll hate watch it. They'll watch it. They'll watch it. They'll be like, "There's no white representation." Seriously, or they'll vote for the only white person. They watch it anyway. And the thing is, it's just like you see that in US when the cast is more diverse, you still get the same. You still get like a huge fan base.
The US is a bit different, no?
But yes, it is different in print. Yeah, of course. Like, do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is like, do you know what I mean? Like, even though there isn't a majority white cast, they still have an audience, like a massive audience that isn't just black.
To be fair though, it may, let's just say it might tank a tiny bit, but then would it not then, would everyone just not get used to it? Because essentially, this might not be the best parallel, but I never hear white people saying, I'm not listening, but I never hear them saying, oh, I need more white rappers. They're okay with the black rappers out there, which is 95%, right?
They like them.
And they love it. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, you're talking about something that started off as black. Is
true.
Black and will continue to be black. So
that is true.
They already knew that from the beginning. So,
is there something like that though? Is there? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that's white that's turned black and then it's just tanked. What's an example of that?
It doesn't happen because they've
got gatekeepers.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Charlie Sloth's there. I'm joking.
I reckon. Because it's mainly like propped up by white people, isn't it?
You're gonna say I don't really know black people who watch
the
Love
audience,
Island.
yeah.
Like, what do you call it? Like 500 Twitter and that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
they
many
have
people
a
who watch
big-
Love Island. Period. Actually.
Oh, serious?
You're like my first person. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I'll be real.
Oh, watch my show. It's fun. We have a great all the time. But there's a lot of people out there. There really is. And yes, it is like, I mean, we live in a majority white country, so of course that's going to be a thing. And it plays to that audience for sure. But yeah, I just think like, I think, I don't know, it's just cool. It's fun.
Okay.
It's escapism for me, basically. But yeah.
I hear it.
I guess when the Olympics happened, when it first was introduced, was there a black person there present right from the beginning?
No, I was in Greece, sir.
So they came in, they made it better,
Fact.
and it's
like football.
It's still
like football, like boxing. I'm saying now,
yeah.
you understand?
Love Island is a bit different, though, isn't it?
Why?
Maybe we'll give it like 50 years, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's only like a couple, 10 years, 11 years old. So. Well,
How about Jersey Shore? I hear you're like that too.
Huh?
Jersey Shore. Am I saying it right? Geordie Shore? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, there's Jersey Shore in America and Geordie Shore in the UK.
Geordie
Geordie
No,
Shore
I
in
don't watch
Newcastle.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like a Love Island connoisseur.
Isn't that stop though? The Geordie Shore.
I think.
But that's back in the day, isn't it?
Then,
Yeah. Is that your cup of tea or?
No, I'm just wondering if it is that they set black people in amongst them, whether it would change the...
I don't know.
Well, that fits what you're saying. So if you had a London show, that'd be better, because you're saying about London people be better on Love Island. So if you had like a London show...
I would love a London version, I'm not going to lie. Or like a city, let me say a city version, because I don't even mind the big cities. You're just going to get more of the just people who have sense on there, or not, to be fair. But yeah, but not what they try and do sometimes, and just foolishness. But there's a lot of blondes in this season at the moment. We need to vote them out. We need to even it up. But yeah.
All right, guys. So, remember we got an interview, and we got some headlines to get through.
Yes.
And there's some things in the headlines that I do want you guys to know. So, Brent, when you're ready, let's jump into them.
Come on.
All right, people. So, our first headline, you guys know Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew. Yeah. So, apparently, he was receiving undisclosed rental income from subletting 3 cottages on the Royal Lodge estate that he leased from the Crown Estate, right? This is what the Public Spending Watchdog has now revealed. So the National Audit Office report also revealed that the King pays the rent for accommodation in royal palaces for Mountbatten Windsor's daughters, Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice, who are not working royals. Yeah, it's the first report into royal residences in 20 years and shows that Mountbatten Windsor and his family and staff had 12 properties owned by the Crown Estate or the royal household. A Buckingham Palace spokesperson said that the report was in line with the royal household's commitment to transparency. But Mountbatten Windsor had paid £7.5 million for repairs when he took on the lease for Royal Lodge, and that meant that he did not have to pay a monthly rent, right? Because obviously he had paid for certain things in it. But yeah, That's essentially what it's saying. But obviously, whilst he did that, he also subletted it. So he was making some money from.
You basically got a drink on it. Yeah.
You understand?
He's just riddled with criminality, is it?
You know?
Allegedly, no, he's...
There you go. Yeah. To be fair, no one will come for you. He's not a prince no more.
Yeah.
You understand? He's like everybody else. Next headline, Andy Burnham. So we've been hearing a lot about Andy Burnham, obviously in the last, 2-3 weeks and whatnot. But he has now come out and said that he would seek to enter any potential Labour leadership contest should he win the Makerfield by-election on the 18th of June. The Great Manchester Mayor made clear his ambitions as he appeared alongside 4 other candidates during the BBC Question Time special in the constituency. Reform UK candidate Robert Kenyon said that there was a need for a big move away from career politicians and warned against using Makerfield as a stepping stone. The Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has defied calls for some Labour MPs to step down after poor election results last month. No formal challenge has been launched against him. And we know why that is. You know what I'm saying? They're waiting for him to win, essentially. So once he wins, well, if he does win, because even Keir Starmer was saying, I'm going to help him campaign. So
who can win?
Burnham.
Is it?
Yeah, he's saying, look, at the end of the day, we need that to be Labour's. You know what I'm saying? But if he does win, him and Streeton will compete against Starmer, basically. So we won't know till the
So
18th.
he's basically helping someone to replace him. Potentially replace
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Isn't that
You know?
painful, isn't it?
But yeah. Next headline, artificial intelligence AI has been used to develop a fundamentally new type of vaccine that could protect against large swaths of viruses and prevent pandemics. This is what researchers are saying. So the team at the University of Cambridge said it's the first time a vaccine's key component has been designed entirely by AI and then trialed in people. The vaccine was engineered to work on all coronaviruses, which would include all COVID variants and viruses that infect animals, but could start the next pandemic. The work is still in the early stages, but the team is already developing separate vaccines that could tackle flu and Ebola as well. Vaccines teach our bodies how to spot an infection to increase our chances of fighting it off. But some vaccines are adept at changing their appearance or basically mutating so that vaccines can quickly go out of date. It's why COVID and winter flu vaccines obviously keep needing to be regularly updated. But yeah, they're saying AI might contribute to sorting certain things out. Next headline, a quarter of all babies in England are now delivered by emergency cesarean operations.
Seriously?
They're quarter.
Oh.
Crazy. This is what BBC analysis says. Yeah, marking a significant rise in over the last 5 years. The unplanned surgeries have increased by 8 percentage points, while the rate of elective cesareans have also increased. At the same time, the rate of vaginal births without instruments have fallen from more than half of all deliveries to 43%. Professor Marion Knight, who's the director of the National Perinatal Epidemiology Unit, which researches the care of women and babies in pregnancy and birth, says the rise represents a total change in how women give birth in England and that it has not been replicated in other European countries. The NHS does not publish data on why an emergency C-section is performed, and experts say that there's no single clear explanation for the increase. However, some have been speaking to the BBC, and they're saying that they're concerned that a culture of fear in maternity units and among pregnancy women is driving up the number of procedures. The Royal College of what's the short thing? Anyway, obstetricians and gynecologists, which represents maternity doctors, say that pressure on staff and operating theatres means the system is really struggling to meet the increased demand.
Do you know what?
Crazy, man.
I was talking for my podcast that's coming out soon. I was talking to Dr. Deborah, and she was talking about this, that when she done her stint in gynecology, that there is this culture of like because they're so fearful of all these stats that are coming out, that they'll go for that option more than not sometimes.
This is crazy, man. We need to get somebody in so we can talk about this.
Yeah, definitely.
There must be, and people might come for me, but to me, there seems to be an incentive to move towards these things that are going to, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be money oriented as well. You know what I'm saying? Because why is it that you're not making the women feel comfortable with naturally giving birth? You know what I'm saying? Why is it okay for everyone to feel scared to just go for, you know what I'm saying, the surgeries?
Shout out, Kimmy.
You know? Yeah, exactly, 100%.
With Joy Johnson, mind you.
Yeah, we need to bring him back on the show, man, so we can talk about this. All right, so our next set of headlines. MI5 has issued a stark warning that Chinese spies are actively targeting UK government and military personnel through popular job websites seeking to extract classified or sensitive information. A bulletin released by the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, comprising the UK, the US, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand, highlighted an aggressive online recruitment strategy. Chinese military intelligence agents are reportedly posing as representatives of private businesses or think tanks, advertising bogus roles such as foreign policy or defense analysts. These agents, often pretending to be the HR consultants for seemingly legitimate companies located abroad, are using platforms including LinkedIn, Indeed, and Upwork. Next headline.
Are we going through? Are we going to break these each down? Or
Do you want to? Yeah.
Oh right, I didn't realize. I thought we were going through, but carry on here.
No. If you got something to say, 100%.
Oh no, 'cause my thing, I was caught up on the AI one still. That's the one that threw me because like, I know my ChatGPT makes mistakes, so like I'm not taking no vaccine which is done by AI because they might miss my gene code or something. So, but then you can carry on though.
Yeah. Next headline. Online publishers and news organizations are now able to block their content from appearing in Google's AI summaries in UK search results. This is what the British Competition Watchdog has announced. So the CMA, the Competition and Markets Authority, said that the new requirements would put publishers like news organizations in a stronger position to negotiate content deals with Google. Many media organizations have complained that they have seen a drop in click-through traffic to their websites and therefore, obviously, their revenue since Google started placing AI summaries at the top of its search pages. Many people read these without clicking through to the original.
True, you know. I like the AI summary at the top. I like it.
10% is so much better, and it's like it's a free way to use AI, is it not? Like, do you know what I mean?
I like it.
And you can answer a question in a very easy way as well. It's more
and then carry on the conversation if you need to know a bit more. I prefer it, but I hear what these websites are saying though. But
here's what
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it still.
They would have to build it into that kind of aspect because it does cite where the sources are.
Yeah, and then you can click through.
You
can click through
if you want to, but yeah.
This is it. All right, our next headline. The UK has launched the Multi-Hazard Research Network. So it's led by the Institute of Development Studies. It brings together experts from the UK and international partners to strengthen prevention, preparedness, and response to emerging infectious disease outbreaks and other crises, including the current Ebola outbreak in the DRC and Uganda. So the network will give decision makers rapid access to practical evidence and specialist expertise during emergencies, helping them prepare better, analyze risks more effectively, and also respond faster across the region. And the last set of headlines. Car maker Nissan could soon build vehicles designed by the Chinese company Chery at its UK factory after an agreement was signed between the two firms. So Nissan said it will study whether it can build the cars at its Sunderland plant with the possibility of production starting in 2027. Under the terms of the non-binding Memorandum of Understanding, Nissan will continue to fully own the factory and employ all of its staff. The company's chairperson for Africa, the Middle East, India, Europe and Oceania, Massimiliano Messina, said that the agreement was an important step for the Sunderland operation. I think before, some months back, they were talking about that closing down and whatnot. So I guess everyone's happy about that, man. Continue to progress. Fidan says, nah, that's unfair competition. What's that reference to?
The Google one.
Question.
Okay.
So if you own a company and it was a media company, you were there rolling out newspapers, physical newspapers for longest while. Then obviously things changed and people weren't reading newspapers like anyway, so you've gone online. And then you've got AI coming in now and summarizing your text, right?
Yeah.
Isn't your argument, or shouldn't your gripe be with how the money is split with the advertising? If AI is going to your page to collect and just summarizing it, shouldn't you actually be like, no, I'm fine with continue doing what I'm doing, but you need to run that ad money this way?
Yeah.
Because you put sources there, it's
100%.
me you're getting it from.
Yep.
People are now just reading the little summary. They're not going through. I'm fine with continuing, but run me that P.
Yeah.
How can they do could the ad money comes from the eyeballs on the page?
Yeah.
So how if AI summary or Google is taking it from your media page, your newspaper online?
Yeah.
Like what would that split look like? Like how much would you? What can they? What would that look like?
Fair question, because I didn't really think about the product that was being sold on the newspapers that obviously people click through to, and that's where the money's coming from, right? The ad revenue.
But they can work it out. They can work it out because it's just like with when shorts started, for example, right? Do you know what I mean? The way that you pay that, it's almost like you're grouped. It's not the same way as like it's one direct video that you're watching and then how long you're watching it and they bid in that way. It's like they group in a couple of videos and then the ads are in between a couple of videos, and they've managed to work out what that split would be, so they can work this out as well. They're like the smartest minds, so they can.
I think I'm kind of doing it as well, because right now, as you lot may or may not know, I do Lewisham News on my TikTok, and a lot of people don't go to newspapers. I just summarize whatever the newspaper says, do it in my story, and now they put it behind a paywall. I pay for it because it's only like $1.99 a month, but they're missing out on all of these people from my audience because I summarize the news. So it's kind of like that, then, isn't it? But then
I think it's just gonna.
Isn't it just the way the times are going? Then it's just time to adapt, isn't that?
Yeah, I think the value of it. They will lose money essentially, but I think like there needs to be something with the sources that are being cited. If they are kind of in that summary, they need to. If they're being cited, then it's almost like there's a code associated with that, and that is what you're paid. How you get paid as a business.
All right, so it definitely wouldn't be, because I thought about it. Thank you very much for the time. It will definitely be Google has to run in the money because you're using them, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
But then Google can just argue, okay, cool, then we'll just put you lower down, then we won't take it from your...
As in lower down, as in they're citing somebody else?
Yeah.
Whoever they're citing, but that's their competition. That's my competition. I just need to do better so that I can be cited or referenced with by Google. But that's completely different. So I understand now where they should be getting money from.
But is it any different to what Google was doing before the AI thing? Just Google searches.
How do you mean?
Like, just type in, I don't know, something.
Before the AI summary.
Before the AI
Google
summary.
then...
You pay for the ads. You're paying for those ads to show.
No, but I mean, Google still...
With Google searches, they give you options to click through to it.
That's true, yeah.
They didn't summarize. Yeah, they didn't summarize.
They did a 1 or 2 line, though. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but
from the
it's
actual
different, though.
page.
Yeah. And then you can choose to go into it. Like, because those 2 lines wouldn't be enough for you. You know what I mean? But now, obviously, they'll do like 3 or 4 all in that section.
It contextualizes it. That's the value in it. You know what I mean? And to your specific need, right? Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to go searching for the information or go through the whole website to get the nugget that you need, you know? But I think those sources where they're linked there, that's how people will get paid.
Or they just got to change their business model. Don't rely on AdSense. I don't know whether it's pulling behind a paywall or something, if that's the case, right?
But the paywall, at the moment, I don't know if that necessarily stops Google from pulling that information.
Right. So regardless of whether you pull it behind the $1.99 or whatever, Google can still...
I think so. I don't know exactly. But what I do know is that if you use the AI mode and don't go through the website, you don't have to click, when you like, do you want these cookies, and all that kind of thing. You don't have to do any of that. That bypasses that. So what's to say it's not, do you know what I mean? Bypassing a paywall.
Unless maybe Google's done it in such a way, or will be forced to do it in such a way where it's like it doesn't give you all the detail you need.
I remember when your favorite Candice Owens had a back and forth with Grok. Because Grok saw blind that it got information from a book. It didn't. And then she had to take a screenshot of the page and then point it and said, "Oh, my bad."
See? Crazy.
It makes mistakes, basically.
Yeah.
God damn it. But this is the
That's why
future.
you need the sources.
This is the future. Who's looking to go read papers when it is that you can just have type a question and then they will understand what you're asking and just give you what you want.
But like everything in life, you get certain, I don't know, things are a bit shaky, then it recalibrates itself. So maybe everyone will just get used to the fact in 10 years' time that if I want accurate stuff, I'll pay for this and get it from this place. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to AI. It just might be that reality.
You've been a victim of this.
100% on the show.
Yeah.
Live.
Oh, what happened?
So basically, I was looking for a bio for one of our guests. And what's his name again? I can't remember. Big him up though. And it gave me some information about somebody else.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did he have a similar name though? Is that why? Like,
No.
you see, like John Smith, there's probably like 1,000 John Smiths. Like, it's not like that.
Very unique name. Andy
He just
something, I can't
made it
remember.
up.
Yeah, 100%. He was just black.
Exactly. And this is why you can't take a vaccine from AI then. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Shout out Andy. That's Babiel's friend.
Yes.
Shout out Andy.
100%.
Fantastic film director or something.
Yep. And Yeah, just
Business
read out
models
somebody
are
else.
going to change, though. I think, yeah.
Mhm.
They're all going to change. Everyone's going to have to adapt because whether we like it or not, this is happening.
100%.
This is
100%.
happening.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, let's get into our interview. All right, wonderful people. Big up. Wait, let me see before I pick him up.
I don't know what this is.
G7 FFA.
Wait, don't read that.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, my. I didn't even. Okay.
This is from way back when. You meet any at the parade? Were you fortunate enough? Were you fortunate enough to bump into the pride section?
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
I tried to make my way there.
Yeah. But
So there was 1.5 million people in front of me. So I couldn't, unfortunately. Guys, as you guys know, you have amazing guests. And I think you guys have seen a glimpse of that already. This young man is an entrepreneur. He's a professional speaker.
Come on.
Pretty sure, again, you've seen glimpses.
Come on.
And a former apprentice candidate. We're going to get into that. But he's also an independent political candidate who believes that the ordinary people, specifically in Lewisham, deserve a stronger voice in politics, man. You know what I'm saying? Many will know him for his standout appearance on The Apprentice, of course. You know what I'm saying? But since then, he's gone on to become an award-winning speaker, speaking to over 100,000 people, man. And building a reputation for inspiring others to think bigger about what's possible. Also recently, and we're going to get into this, he stepped into politics, man. Independent candidate for the mayor of Lewisham. Securing loads of support, more than many other independent candidates outside of mainstream parties and stuff, right? But we're going to be talking about leadership, politics, community, ambition. Yes, he was born and raised in Lewisham, but why does he love Lewisham that much? You know what I'm saying? And why has he chosen this path for himself? Everyone in the room, everyone in the chat, please help me to welcome my good brother, Kayode Damali.
Jeez, I like that.
How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm enjoying it, man. Honestly, it's been cool.
I'm glad you're enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying? I hope after this you're going to be subscribed.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Like, I didn't realize it's so serious. I would have had a bag of people in this chat. Do you get what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
You didn't come prepared, yeah? All right, then.
All right, let's jump into this.
Take that as disrespect.
Hey, listen, my assistant told me just pull up here, this address, this time. We're good.
All right.
All right, let's start at the beginning. Because I feel like everything is around Lewisham. What makes Lewisham so great? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? No, big up Lewisham, you know what I'm saying? Big up my guys in Broccoli, you know what I'm saying? Big up, 100%. But, like, what made you say, okay, cool, I want to represent Lewisham? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? What happened?
I think it's a great question. What made me decide to want to represent Lewisham? And it's not even just because I'm from Lewisham. I think what's actually helped me is because I went away from Lewisham and then came back. And then when I came back, I didn't like what I saw. And I felt like I could have done something better. Because I think the reason I say that is because I have a lot of friends who stayed in Lewisham throughout their whole life and left because they couldn't get, like, I want to get out. But for me, it's only because I've been around and came back, it's like, you know what, we can make this place better. That's why. And I think whereby I have a bit of a name, it made me think that what more am I doing in Catford, in Lewisham, in Broccoli, like you say. And I was like, right, you know what, let me go for this.
Where did you go?
Just like, for example, when I went to university in Manchester, you know, I'm well travelled. I've been to many different continents around the world. So it's not like I spent my whole life physically in Lewisham. And so it's only... Have you ever read the book The Alchemist?
Yes.
By Paulo Coelho?
Yeah.
You saying, Brent, you ain't read it?
I'm confused. You heard enough people in the room talking. What happened?
Checking. Hearing that from Brent, you know what I mean? I was making sure. I see a bag of books, you get what I mean? I see Keisha the Sket and that, do you get what I mean? So I didn't know if you had, I don't know, The Alchemist popping up somewhere.
It's on my reading list. It's on my reading list. Next up.
But basically, like, okay, if you've seen it, that guy Santiago, I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't do Spanish, but I do Spanish, but anyway. So he was in his yard in wherever he lived. He basically traveled around the world trying to find treasure, trying to find his search and meaning. It's only when he came back to when he was initially from, and there's like, right, everything I wanted or everything I want to change is here. And that's what I kind of felt. Born, grew up in Lewisham, went to university in Manchester, traveled around the world. It's only when I came back, it's like, right, let me try and make an impact here where I'm actually from.
What inside of you even has that, I guess, ambition to want to see the rest of the world, though? Because Santiago in the same book wasn't like everybody else. He had a real desire to leave. You know what I'm saying? And be in that search for his purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did that come from?
See, mine wasn't even necessarily a search for purpose. I mean, for example, when I first went to university in Manchester, that wasn't even my choice. That's because I failed college and I didn't get into any of my choices. I applied for places like Brunel, like local basically, tried to stay local. But it's only because that was my only option to go to Manchester. That's why I went there. And then for me, it just opened my eyes up to the world because like I'm in class with people from Liverpool, Birmingham. Like I kid you not, I thought everyone sounded like me. Like I didn't know Liverpool. I thought it was just Steven Gerrard who had a Scouse accent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When she then like, right, mate? I was like, right, you actually speak like that. Like, you know, I don't know what it's like when you grew up in London. I didn't leave London. Do you know what I mean? It opened my eyes. Then I went and lived in America for a bit, working at summer camps over there. And it's like, right, there's so much more to the world. Then when I came back, it's like, right, I want better for people from Lewisham.
And you saw basically there was a direct contrast between everything you saw out there.
Yeah. And also some parallels in a sense that I've seen, for example, where I lived in a place called Crewe, which is a little remote town that had like small town syndrome. And I hear from people talking down about, I'm like, you don't live here. Why are you talking down on the place? And I wonder the whole aura and stuff is low because it's just the way the people are behaving. Then when I come back to Lewisham and hearing them call places like Catford, calling it Crackford, calling it, I'm like, no wonder, like we're speaking bad, we're inviting negative energy into our borough. Like let's boost our borough. Where's our pride gone? Because before I left, like we were blue boroughs, everyone was proud to be from Lewisham. Now all of a sudden, you lot calling it Crackford, don't piss me off. Like don't pee me off. Come on, man, we're better than that. You get what I mean?
But why do you have this, I guess, care for like Lewisham itself? Or like, you know, a lot of the time over the years growing up, people talk about postcode wars and why do we care so much about this block and that block? And like, why was your mind thinking Lewisham? Like, I care so much about this place. Like you said, you've left. You didn't have to come back. You just made home elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear that.
Yeah.
It's a great question. A lot of people from my walk of life, you know, influencers or whatever, entrepreneurs, go live in Dubai, 0% tax or whatever. I hear all of that. Yeah. I can do that. However, I've got my nieces still in Lewisham. My mum's in Lewisham. My grandmother with dementia's in Lewisham. My dad's in Lewisham. My nephew's there. So why I need to help the area. They still live here. Yeah. My niece has to walk to school where we had 3 murders in a week period. So I can be there living in Dubai or wherever, like, living it up. But I still got my people who I care about in Lewisham. So why not let me help there before I move on, if I choose to move on? You know, so when you care about people where you're from, you just want to try and make it better because they can't leave, you know? So...
Okay. I want to go to The Apprentice. Where did that idea come from? Like, what made you say, okay, cool, I want to go on The Apprentice?
I think where it came from is that when I was at North at the time, I was running an events business, you know, quite successful. Started in like 2013, 2014 times.
Shout out Charlie Slough.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I kind of alluded to it. Do you get what I mean? We've had, you know, I know certain people don't want to shout out Charlie Slough, like we just keep it a bit.
You can do what you want.
So, you know, so it's going well. Like, it's going so well. Like, I'll be in America and I'll have events going on in Manchester. I was in Sydney, Australia. I did events. I didn't even need to be in the country for my events to be going off. And like every January, like there's certain times in the calendar year whereby you'd have big months. Like September was always a big month. January was a big month. So like every year I knew that January we're going to make a killing. So like January 2015 did well. January 2016 did well. January 2017, we're getting a bit shaky now. So like, right, what's going on here? Like, you know, what's happening? January 2018, even more shaky. So right, before we're going up like that in the chart, now we're going down. I was like, something needs to change. Like, our biggest months are not even big anymore. So I remember coming back from an event, like the event, it was nightlife, so I'm probably getting back like midnight or quarter to midnight. I remember seeing an advert from Lord Sugar saying, if you want to apply for The Apprentice, you know, he's saying that, apply now, So I must have applied like 23:45, so quarter to midnight, thinking, you know what, I thought nothing of it. Let me just slap in the application. I need a change. Events ain't working. And I was even more reluctant because I think the year before, I think I also applied, didn't get through. So I was like, right, I got no different. In fact, my business is even worse. So I remember I slapped it in there and I was so raw of it. Like, you know when they say, like, why do you want to apply? I didn't probably swear, but I'm like, my business is so shit right now. Like, I need a change. Do you get what I mean?
Sometimes a long...
Bro, I was saying I triggered someone's Siri or something. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Siri.
I think people just wanted to see
Comes a
you
leader
on The
who delivers
Apprentice.
a
Oh,
speech
right.
so
Oh, she's me.
superb that it stirs the very soul.
Around this table, all 8 of us, we all have a common goal. If all 8 of us come together as one team, one family, together, everybody achieves more. And I strongly believe that can lead us forward.
Beautiful, not a dry eye in the house.
Let's go for it.
Never afraid to raise his head above the flower
Did you dirty, bro?
bed.
Guess you wasn't expecting to see a sunflower, was you?
Kayode from Series 14 showed us the perks of not.
Wait.
Wait, were you the only person that could play
Yeah,
that
yeah,
part
you're-
because of the black part and the sunflower?
Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying. Still, like, wait. Someone told me it's a daffodil, not a sunflower as well. I got corrected there on Twitter. They were going ham on me for not knowing the flower.
Alright.
Not being a wallflower.
What can I say, man? I've got a smile that can charge a national grid. When it
Come
comes to
on.
business, I don't just grab the ball by the horn. I put him in a headlock.
Can promise that?
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt.
Kayode, great character, great talker. He was very motivational. He was great in front of an audience.
How's everyone doing?
He would get them going, wind them up a little bit. So great presenter.
I heard some chuckles. You like the logo, right?
Come on.
I like it too. I like it too.
Claude loved him, actually, which is unique in itself.
When selling the world's most disgusting donuts,
Could I possibly interest you in purchasing a brand spanking donut hot out the oven?
he ran rings around the competition.
I've got to be honest with you, they don't exactly look
Hey, but it's not about the look. It's not about the look. It's about the taste.
which helped Claude develop that sweet spot for him.
It was a pure joy to watch Kayode sell because he was so upfront. He had no shame or embarrassment about going up to people.
3 donuts left, and guess how many of you there are? Oh, she wins the maths competition. High five.
And he had a great patter, a great way about him. He was a friendly, unassuming, wonderful guy.
I heard, Kayode, you turned out to be quite a good salesman, according to Claude.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Very good.
And when his time had come,
But it is with regret, Kayode, that you're fired.
you still couldn't keep Kayode down.
You live, you learn, you live again.
Come on.
So I will be back. It might take me a day, it might take me a week, it might take me a month, or it might take me a year. But at some point, you will see me again.
Chin up, Claude.
Come on.
Love it. Love it.
Big up, man. Big
Wow,
up.
yeah.
So that experience, how did it shape you, man?
How did it shape me, The Apprentice? In what way would you say? Do you mean in business or life?
Yeah, just
or?
anything.
What did you learn from
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
I think you learn more just about life than business. To be fair, just how it's such a strange experience. Just even how to navigate after the show, for example, that was an experience. Even like being on the show itself was tough, but I think it was a massive change in my life and how I maneuvered afterwards. You know, how people treat you and how you treat other people, things you can and can't do. It's such a surreal experience, and it definitely. Cause I'm still being seen as a guy from Apprentice from now. It's like I've kind of like been typecasted almost. Like, you know, when an actor does a particular movie, you can't see them, and you know, like freaking in Will Smith. No, you know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You got my man Carlton. Like people always see him as Carlton. You can't shake
forever,
that. Do you get what I mean?
Mhm.
I kind of feel like the Carlton of The Apprentice. Do you get what I mean? People still call me that now, so it's definitely shaped me in that way. I would say.
Did you get like actual tips from like Lord Sugar going forward to be like, okay, you know what you said here really is like, I need to take this forward?
And are you still in contact with Claude?
Yes, I mean, Claude, we emailed recently. I guess it's old school, right? Well, me and Claude, we emailed recently. Like even before I was running for mayor in like January, I was telling him I'm running for mayor and whatnot. It's like, yeah, good luck with it. So yeah, just loosely or every now and again on email.
Oh, sick.
Are they really involved though? How involved are they in the show?
What, Karen and Claude? Or
Yeah, and Lord Sugar as well.
Oh yeah, they're involved. Yes, I think Lord Sugar. Well, he kind of just sets the task and evaluates his task afterwards. Karen and Claude, you know, they follow you around. They are like it's scary, man. I used to rather Claude follow me than Karen, man. When I used to see that you go Karen go with boys or whatever, like, oh crap, Karen's here. Like it was scary, man. Karen scared me. It's only afterwards. I don't know, man. Like Karen, like Claude. Obviously, me and Claude had a great rapport. Not saying that me and Karen didn't get on.
Yeah.
I just remember thinking, oh, please let it be Karen today. I mean, sorry, please let it be Claude today. Please let it be Claude.
Okay.
But yeah, but like I said, Karen, like, you know, she liked me, man. Like we got on.
Yeah. But Claude was more encouraging, it seems.
I found Karen scary, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe because I was a young buck. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I found it scary, man.
I saw a glint in Claude's eyes just now when he was watching you, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
He really likes you.
Yeah, and everyone in chat is basically saying this is very rare. Even Lord Sugar said the same thing. Izzy says getting any praise from Claude is very rare.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
He
So
must
you
have
really...
stood out.
But you know what? When I was on the show, I didn't realise it's only watching it back. I didn't realise that Claude, 'cause a lot of the things he was saying to camera, obviously I'm not hearing.
Exactly,
I didn't even know until afterwards.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
So did you have like, because they really kind of went in on like your sales skills, like how good they were and everything. So did you have that skill set beforehand, or was that something you developed on the show?
Something I would have said I had beforehand. And again, it's one thing I didn't realise how good I was at it. But I think that just stemmed from me just being that guy at uni, if I'm honest with you. That guy, you know, I used to be, firstly started off as a course rep, then maybe like the year rep, then I was vice president. So I was used to just, people knew me from uni on my skates, skating around, talking to people, getting my votes in when I was trying to run to be vice president and governor. So I think that people skills, I think, helped me throughout my time anyway, even growing up in Lewisham towards uni. And then I didn't, again, it's one thing, I didn't realise that about me. I didn't realise I had it in me until I was on the show, and it was effortless. You know, when they say, when people say like your gift is what you do the best with the least amount of effort. So I didn't realise that was one of my gifts because I was good at it, but I didn't feel like I was doing much effort. Whereas other things on The Apprentice, I might have been good at it, but it was hard to do. So perhaps that weren't my gift. So if anyone's listening, if you ever want to know what your gift is, it's typically what you do the best with the least amount of effort. So yeah.
Is there anything you regret from the show?
I think, I wouldn't necessarily say I regret it, but I can recognise now how I could have handled things a bit better. In a sense that like, my founder scene before I got fired, I realised now I can be a bit more composed. You know, I didn't actually tell the girl to allow it. Obviously, that went viral. People loved it. And it did good for the media. But now that I'm a little bit older, I realised that, okay, cool. I've never really been in professional situations like that. Do you get what I mean? So I didn't realise that we're not in Lewisham right now. You don't need to go, I don't need to go Elaine the Pain on her. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Did you go Elaine the Pain?
Yeah, I went Elaine the Pain still.
Oh, wow.
So now I reckon, that's what I said to with Elaine the Pain. I recognise now you can attract bees more with honey than vinegar. Do you get what I mean? Because I've been doing the Elaine the Pain, and I realised that it got me fired. Do you get what I mean? But I realised that, you know, how to carry yourself a bit more decorum. Do you get what I mean? But I didn't realise that. So I don't regret it. But I recognise, okay, cool, you can handle yourself a bit different, you know?
Yeah.
But is that what got you fired though? Or was you basically on the way out? And then
I was on the way out, but it didn't help. I basically, I was on a ledge anyway, basically, and I just jumped. You get what I mean? But again, you're young. Do you get what I mean? You realise how to maneuver in these situations a bit better, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's I don't know. Maybe it's irony. That's what people love me for at the same time because they like the fact that I was just raw with it. You know.
Yeah.
Like being an entrepreneur, obviously, being an apprentice, it's kind of like obviously you guys are put into teams and stuff like that, right? But it's a lonely sort of like thing, right? Endeavor, right? Is that, or does that contribute to why you wanted to be independent as a mayor? Like, why didn't you join a party?
Oh, it's true, you know, it's a good question. Maybe there was a parallel with The Apprentice, but the direct answer why I didn't want to join a party is because one, it's a few things. One, I wanted to be mayor, and I was never going to be the mayoral candidate for any particular party. The Greens already have, you got to be in there. You got to be in there. You got to be mashing work with them for years, and that's not going to happen. I'm not going to join a party, mash work with you guys to be your mayoral candidate. You know, I'd rather just do it myself. So that's the first thing. They will never pick me to be the mayoral candidate. And the second thing is, I genuinely believed perhaps that Lewisham needs to have an independent mayor, rather not one that is dictated by the party lines or to answer to party HQ, because we see it like even some of the councillors and some of the previous mayors, they might not agree with something that's being put forward in Lewisham Council, but because the party agree with it, you got to vote for it too. Do you get what I mean? So, like, for example, classic example during my campaign, there's something called the late night youth clubs. They wanted to put I guess it's happening now, right? But either way, they want to put late night youth clubs, and Lewisham be one of them. Like, I disagree with it. I can publicly say I don't think we should have late night youth clubs. Whereas if you disagree, but because it's a Labour, you got to click that like button. You got to click that share. Do you get what I mean? Whereas when you're independent, you can just, do you agree with it? Do you not? You don't have to worry about that. Do you get what I mean? You can literally just say what you think without thinking, okay, what's boss man going to say upstairs? So that's the two reasons.
But then doesn't that make it, I don't know, exponentially harder to become mayor?
Yeah, as I realised. It's way more harder, yeah.
Would you change things though? So next time, for example, would you then think to yourself, you know what, let me try and get in with one of these parties so I can maybe, I don't know, maybe the next election, next two, potentially improve my chances? Because essentially you really care about Lewisham. You really want to change things. But can you change things not being the mayor? Do what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So you can change things, not be. Or you're saying, can I change with not being mayor?
Yeah, I'm talking about from the perspective of you, like what you want to do, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously, people on ground change things and change people's lives. Do you know what I'm saying? But being the mayor, like you chose to be a mayor for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And if it is that you can't be the mayor, those things that you've got on your list to do, how will you achieve them?
So I still think I can still make an impact. You don't have to wait for a title to make an impact.
100%.
So I still think that I can still make an impact regardless of, like, I'm not mayor, right?
Yeah.
But people still think I'm mayor. Like, if I ever show the DM I got last night, like, people DM me with some heavy-ish. I'm like, yo, I'm not mayor, like, she had whatever's going on in her life. I'm like, raw. So that just goes to show you don't have to wait for a title.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I'd rather have my impact without a title because your title's borrowed. Because who are you once that title goes away? But if you've been mashing work just as you as a person, they can't take that away from you. So, like, yes, it's nice to be mayor, but at the same time, I still think I can make an impact without. Albeit it might be harder, then so be it. It's either that or I've got to play the party game and become a party member and do it that way, which is hit and miss. Would they want me? I've got to support other, let's just say I'm Labour or Green. Then if they're doing something in Manchester, I've got to go and support my Green colleagues and my Labour colleagues. But what's that got to do with Lewisham? Do you get what I mean? And that's no disrespect to any other borough or any other place in the country, just where I happen to be from,
Would you run again, though?
And that's a great question. Would I run again? I think it depends where Lewisham's at in 4 years' time. Because for me, it's not about me saying, I want to be mayor. For me, no, if Lewisham's in a good place in 4 years' time, then who am I to say, I want to be mayor now? But no, if we're doing well, let's just back whatever's, continue, let's support whoever's making it do well. But if Lewisham's not in a good place in 4 years' time, like how we weren't for this election, right, I'm going to have to throw my hat in the ring. So it's not about me that I want to have the title of mayor. Like I said, I can make my impact without being mayor. But if Lewisham's in a place in 4 years' time where it's not in a good place, plus I feel I can do it, then yeah, I'll go for it. If I don't feel I can, then no. Like, so it depends where we're at. Because it's not about me. That's one thing I want to say. It's not about me.
What would you say were some of the biggest problems that you wanted to fix? That you was like, nah, this is not acceptable for Lewisham.
I think one of the biggest problems is internally in the council, we had one of the worst council attendances in the whole country. In the country, there's so in terms of meetings, when people go to meetings, right?
Yeah.
So in the UK, there's 274 councils, either 274 or 275 councils across the whole of the UK. And every year, or I don't know, periodically it's ranked in terms of attendance, like which council has 100% attendance, so everyone turned up to work, basically.
Yeah.
Or number one's basically 100, number 275 is whatever.
Yeah.
Now, where do you think Lewisham was in that ranking?
I don't want to.
Yeah. Let's just say in the middle.
Third quarter.
Like, we were 235th out of 274. So basically, people are not turning up for work.
Yeah.
Basically, if you in your day job, you didn't turn up for work, less than 70, because we had like 60% attendance or less than 75% attendance. If you turned up for work only 3 out of the 5 days or 4, you're going to be getting a P45 at some point. You know what I mean? But that's what's going on in Lewisham. So it's no wonder we were in a bad place because our people aren't turning up to work, which we're electing people to do, which they're paid to do.
Wait, sorry, the councillors.
The councillors
were not attending.
No, they weren't attending. And we've been getting away with that for, I say we, I'm not part of it, but Lewisham were getting away with it for how long? So it's no wonder we were in a pickle where things weren't getting done. So that was one of the first things that I'd want to try to change. That, right? If you've been elected, you're getting paid, at least turn up.
I mean...
and then take it from there. So so my first thing throughout my whole campaign, let's sort out the house internally. If we can sort out the house, and then you can sort. It's like, if you have their mum and dad living together, if mum and dad are cool, the house is likely to be okay. If mum and dad aren't cool, whether it's split up, whatever, it's going to trickle down to the children. 100%. And it's the same thing. Not to say that Lewisham residents are children, but it's the same thing. The house is not okay up here. It's no wonder the residents are feeling it. So yeah.
In terms of the issues though that the residents actually feel, but don't know it stems from there. What are some of those things on ground you would have wanted to change?
So on the ground, it's definitely the streets.
Okay.
In fact, I brought my booklet.
Yes, please show us, man.
Yes, I brought my little prop still.
While you're looking for that, I just want to big up the chat. Everyone in the chat is saying you're a huge inspiration, man.
What is it? I'm not even paying attention anymore.
Big up Kofi saying that. Senor Chiboy, Josh is saying that. DCF, everyone's saying, man, they're inspired by your energy, man, and your ambition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so here's some of it if you don't want to pass it around. So this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I call it like my wish for Lewisham. I don't know if you can kind of see what I can.
Yeah.
Come on.
But you're trying to say, you say I got balls. You said you see that earlier. That's how I put my wish for Lewisham.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So
there you go,
on
people.
the camera.
And I think even on your what's it called, link tree, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it goes into obviously the detail about wish. But do you mind breaking down wish?
Yeah, wish. So the first W is, I think, working
and housing for all.
Yeah, working. I think that's important. So it's basically living. Like, you know, is there opportunities for work for people in Lewisham, and how are we for housing? Like, I know it's gonna sound bad. I know it's gonna sound biased, but whenever I do things in Lewisham, whether it's events or whatever, my first go-to for supplies they got to be from Lewisham. So I'm having young people from Lewisham, or the business has to be based in Lewisham. That's to support the community within Lewisham, even if it's something as little as I need to get a videographer. Like, even for one of my campaign videos, like, you know, I had a short list of videographers. I didn't think any of them from Lewisham. So when I was talking to my assistant at the time, you know, say, oh yeah, just pick whoever, who was affordable, whatever. Then one of them DM'd me and they said, oh, what, they're from Lewisham? I was like, pick him. Him, yeah, we want him. I don't care if he's a bit more, it's principles. I need to support Lewisham. Do you know what I mean? So where we can try to, it's not even just Lewisham. It's harder for young people to have jobs right now, because when we were younger, you could slap a CV into a JD or something, but you can't even go out and hand out CVs anymore. You can't even do that. And whereby even the entry-level jobs, because the people are older are taking those entry-level jobs because they need it. Some young people, it's hard. Where are they even going to go for work? I remember when I was coming back from BBC Radio London about a month or so ago, and people, you know, they recognised me on a train. They say he's from Lewisham. I said, yeah. I said, what's going on? You know, I always want to know, like, what you're doing for work, what you up to. He said, yeah, he works in Wembley. I'm like, well, that's far from Lewisham, boy. And like, how much you getting paid? And he's barely breaking even. Do you know what I mean? Because he hasn't anything local for him. So it made me think like, right, whenever we do local events or whatever, can we have local people involved, especially the younger people, who just to get a foot in? Because like, I remember I had my first job at 16 working in retail. It's harder for people working to get a foot in, you know?
All right, so the I in wish, identity and pride in Lewisham.
So I think I touched on that earlier. Like, we lost that pride, that sense of we are Lewisham. Like, we used to have a massive event called People's Day. Like,
I remember that.
Oh, you know People's Day? Like, something that we've lost that sense of pride, and instead we've gone to a place we're calling like Crackford. Like, come on, man. Now, where's your pride? In your own house, you're not going to you're not going to, I don't know, jump on the bed with your shoes on, and like, you're not going to, like, could you care about your house? You're going to, you know, you're going to move your bin, put the bins there. You're going to look after your yard because it's where you live. So like, it's like, where's our pride in Lewisham? Now, where's, you know, your neighbour needs a car tied. Where's our sense of community? Where's that? Where's our pride? You know, it's not pride. I know one of my brethren was saying, "I don't call it pride. People are going to think it's LGBT plus Q." Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I'm talking about pride. Yeah. Let's restore that. Let's restore that. Where we are, be proud. Just like most people are, you're a proud Jamaican, you're a proud Turk if you're looking at freaking my man. Do you get what I mean? Like, where's your sense of pride? You know, where's your sense of pride? So I think that's important. Then the S, we're looking at like safety. And I don't just mean safety in terms of, I mean, yes, I do mean in terms of youth violence in the streets, but I just mean in terms of also safe in terms of the roads and stuff like that. Are the roads safe to drive on? Where's the pavement? Even when I was parking, I know you know Brockley, I parked by Brockley station, where the trees kind of just like, the trees kind of being a bit defiant and coming through the pavement. I had to walk into the road because this tree's kind of come through the concrete. So anyone with a buggy or wheelchair users, I've got friends who are wheelchair users, you know, they can't really navigate that. So, but of course, youth violence is also key for me, because I've lost friends to youth violence. You know, even here in Hackney, do you get what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I lost a friend in Hackney, and I've seen both sides of the blade. I've got friends who have gone down for murders, and I've got friends who have been murdered. You know, and I've seen the pain on both sides. That's definitely one thing to change.
And the last part,
honest and independent leadership. Like I said to you before, again, why I think the mayor should be independent. Because when you are independent, you can have we got 54 councillors in Lewisham. Doesn't matter where they're from, cool, okay, cool. But as long as the head is neutral to navigate and to pattern everything correctly. Because one of the jarring things I've seen when I was watching council meetings over the past couple of years is that they'll say, yeah, we are a Labour council. But now you just pissed off the Green councillors, because they're in the council, but then let's just be neutral. Let's just work together. Let's not rub each other up the wrong way. let's be honest with the people in Lewisham, what's going on. Let's put the people of Lewisham first. That's what I mean, I would have called it Lewisham first, but I didn't want it to be misaligned with Britain first or anything like that. Do you get what I mean? But let's put Lewisham first. Like, yes, I respect that you lot come from your different parties. That's cool. But while we're here, let's work together. You know? And I felt that an independent mayor could do that best rather than someone from a particular party who's got other agendas, not in a bad way, but they got to fit in whatever the national party is doing.
100%.
Isn't Lewisham one of the blackest boroughs by way of like residents and stuff?
Possibly, but then I mean, I don't want to just say gentrification, but it's definitely swaying. To be honest with you, like my niece started year 7 in September, and she said she's like one of the few black girls in her class, and that blew my mind. 'Cause I remember when I was at school, it was black. I went to school in Forest Hill. It was a black school basically. So it's just times have changed. To be fair, times have changed.
But in numbers wise, do we know if it's like the blackest borough? Because I wonder like how they're able to get away with that kind of like, do you know what I mean? Like complacency.
I think they get away with because a lot of people don't know. They like when I did my TikTok on it that we're one of the worst boroughs for council attendance, people are gobsmacked. They don't know, and I guess a lot of people from our community, and a lot of people said they've never voted before. You know, when people vote for me, it's people who've never engaged. I'm talking about, and I'm not getting on to them or nothing. Like, I'm proud that they did it. You know, I've got brethren in their 30s and stuff like that saying, yeah, how do I vote? I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem. Let's use this as a learning experience. You know, they never voted for, that's okay. This is how you do it. So that's why all this time, because no one's been engaged. You know, they haven't felt the council or politics were for them. So that's why they can get away with it for so long. As if you don't know. Same thing, I didn't know about, you told a story about Prince Andrew subletting his yards. I didn't know about that. I'll hold my hands up. So he got away with it but until E-Man read it out. Now the world knows thanks to E-Man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We had a question from Black Lad Travel. He's one of our, I don't know, what should we call him? Well-travelled individual. Big him up. And he says, as a traveller, what observations have you made that you believe would be beneficial to introduce to Lewisham?
So one of the things, Phil, thank you for the question, Black Dad Travel. One of the things I love, which I was in Chicago in October. I was running a marathon in October 2025.
Big up Chicago.
For Chicago. And one thing I loved about Chicago is that they have a Chicago flag.
Oh, yeah?
There you go.
I was like, raw. I was like, we need to have a Lewisham flag. Because everyone in Chicago was proud. I got such a sense of pride coming from people in Chicago. They had their flag everywhere. And it's just like your country, wherever you're from, like you're proud. So one of the things, I know it might sound funny, but I would love for us to have a Lewisham flag. Something that we are proud of to start that pride. So that's one of the things I've taken from traveling. Going to Chicago in 25.
Not to sound silly, but could that lead to political gangbanging? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, cool, this is my thing. I represent. Because this is how certain things start, though, isn't it?
I guess, but with Lewisham, we're not going to bang on any other borough, though.
That's what you're saying now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But all it takes is somebody to have, you know what I'm saying? Potentially.
I hear
Obviously, not a violent thing, but politically, that sort of angst against other boroughs. Hence, you saying to yourself, I don't want to say Lewisham first, because you was thinking about the potential implications of that messaging. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, though, because I take a lot of pride in flags, too. You know what I'm saying? Hence, me saying what I was saying about the Jamaica flag.
Yeah, I hear it.
But could that lead to other things? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Potentially, I'll take that point. I would like to think that my residents in Lewisham won't be banging on Greenwich Borough or Hackney or freaking Tower Hamlets or whatever, but I'll take the point.
Who'd win out the boroughs, man?
But I mean, maybe we can start our own. This is an idea. Not, like an Olympics, like a London Olympics or something. Maybe make it a sport. I mean, I know Bobby Kasanga would try to do the 30. I know he's still doing it, right? The 32 Borough Cup for football. I know Bobby Kasanga's doing.
Distracted right now.
You know what you see with the them men are from Catford, the Juker and Foreign, they're from Catford. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. They need to sit down with you, come up with some ideas to, you know what I'm saying?
No, man, Foreign unfollowed me on social media. Oh, you unfollowed me before we went to prison, man. No.
Oh man.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if he Foreign unfollowed me, man. I was like, oh man.
Why did he unfollow you?
I don't know. You know when people like to keep their following to load, like to 10 or something. I don't know.
But why does that mean something to you?
I'm just playing.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, a lot of young people don't believe in politics, right? Like you said, some people just engaging for the first time because of you.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because of the politicians that we have had in the past. it's like before this election, I said to people, even now where you live, who are your councillors? I don't know. Who's your mayor? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
But you don't know. Whereas for me, should I be mayor? I'll be outside. You're going to know that I'm mayor. And whether you like it or not, you're going to know about it. And I think if you don't know who they are, how can you be engaged? You don't even know who they are. So, and then also I think it's because there's just a lack of trust. Like we've seen it even in a local in national parliament, where there's been how the way COVID was treated. It's saying that how you can't go see your loved ones dying, but you lot are shacking out at parties in Parliament, driving up to Durham to see your people. Do you get what I mean? So there's a lack of trust. So which is why people don't feel engaged. So why should you feel engaged if you can't even trust the people who are representing you?
Yeah.
I guess like I don't know if people know, or even myself actually. Like I think I have an understanding of what the Mayor of London does, but like the local mayors, like what's the difference? Like what do they do, and how do they sit differently from like members of Parliament?
So how they sit different to members of Parliament is that members of Parliament is more you're interested in national issues, but from the opinions of your local people. So your local people tell you what's going on. You're taking it to Parliament to change almost nationally, to change national policies. But with local issues, it's literally just that. Like not to say that we don't care what's going on in other places, but it's like what's going on with our bins in Lewisham, what's our roads like in Lewisham, what events or what's happening within Lewisham specifically. And the mayor is almost not CEO, because Lewisham Council has its own CEO, but it makes sure that the council's operating what the people Lewisham want locally. So like for example, over this week last week was bank holiday, right? And there was issues with the bins. Some people's bins still haven't been collected. Now, there's no point taking that to Parliament. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Lewisham bin not being collected is irrelevant in Parliament because people in Scunthorpe don't care. But however, the mayor and the councillors, that's directly relevant to. Yeah. In fact, I just had an analogy in my head. So, for example, if you treat your mayor like your house, but your road is like Parliament, what's going on in your house isn't relevant to what's happening on 10 doors down. Because that's a Parliament thing, that's a whole road issue. But what's going on in your house is specific, whether you want to change a light bulb or not. No one cares 10 doors down. But because you're the mayor of your house, that's something that's important to you, but not important to everyone, if that makes sense. I just thought that now. Does that analogy make sense?
Yeah, of course, 100%. Okay. So is the mayor the top guy, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's he rank in terms of, I guess, the councillors, the MPs? Yeah.
So the mayor in Lewisham is the top guy in the council, but Lewisham still has 3 MPs.
Okay. So whose ranking is
mayor's top? I'll say mayor. So mayor runs the council.
Okay.
With the 54 councillors.
Okay.
So
and then the MPs like adjacent. It's almost adjacent. They're almost adjacent.
And then where does the CEO fit in?
The CEO fits in the sense that it's a good question. They fit in because they run the council, but in accordance to how the mayor wants it to be ran, if that makes sense, on what the agendas are.
Yeah.
So, like for example, when I was vice president and governor of my university, same thing in our students' union. I was vice president and deputy president there, but we still had a CEO, and that CEO would do what we want to an extent, or guide us to say, what we can and can't do, or let's just say, I don't know. Let me think. What campaigns did we have? I don't know, let's just say we wanted to do a mental health awareness at our students' union. The CEO would be like, okay, cool, let's get it happen. Like we kind of guide things what we want them to do, kind of thing.
Okay. We had a question from Veronica. She says, it's an honor, Kayode. Your campaign is built on community pride and engagement. How would you turn that energy into a real economic plan that brings jobs and supporting local businesses?
Okay, so your campaign is built on community pride and engagement. How do you turn that energy into real economic plan that brings in jobs, supporting local businesses? So I think right now it's difficult for me to do that without being...
Yeah.
So it's a bit hard to answer that because I'm not in there. But it's like I said, for me, for what I would do to support real businesses, and like I said, what I kind of do now is that we would use Lewisham Supply. We would have things in Lewisham happening. We would have Lewisham suppliers, Lewisham this, Lewisham that. And one thing I'll make it easier is that for people to want to do businesses or events within Lewisham, the barrier to get started is very, very difficult. We have a system called Apply For if you want to host events within Lewisham, especially in the Lewisham parks. And for the everyday person to come in to do that, it's very, very difficult because the language and the form's so complicated. It's like you can have a banging idea, like, yes, I've got this idea to do, we're going to host it here. The paperwork you have to do it's almost like I don't even want to do it anymore.
Yep.
So I mean, I hope that can kind of help the economics, because it will help your everyday person who might not be as literate or being able to, because it's heavy. The wording is heavy. So I'll kind of do things like that, to make it easier.
Next question from Black Lives Travel. Again, guys, obviously the mayoral elections are already gone, innit? So we're still talking about if Kayode will do it again, potentially, but obviously it's gone, right? But Black Lives Travel says, what are Kayode's plans for providing more opportunities for the youth in Lewisham without it being gentrified? So assuming, obviously, the next time you run...
So can you keep it up again, Brent, so I can... Because for me, I want to split that into two, because providing more opportunities for the youth without it being gentrified, I can't see that correlation. I don't understand the correlation. I don't think they're correlated, because you can... Whether you provide opportunities for the youth or not, that's got nothing to do with gentrification. Or help me understand
unless he's potentially saying the original youth. So, for example, when I say original youth, when you mentioned about your niece being in school, and now it looks as though there's just far more white people, and the black youth who were once there, they're now being pushed out. How do you help the original black folk of Lewisham, for example?
That's a good question. I think I need to sit down and think about that particularly. That's a good question, because... how can you provide for one set of youth without being discriminated? Like, it'd be difficult because if you want to call it the original people from Lewisham, how can you just do a service just for them and then exclude? So I think I'd have to sit with that morally, and think whether that be a right thing to do. Because technically, the new young people in Lewisham, why should I not help them too? So I think I'd have to sit and think about that one.
Or maybe let me ask it like this. I'll ask it like this, like, how much funding would you be prepared to take from particular sources if, for example, that funding meant continual gentrification? So if that funding meant that businesses will be able to come in and all that sort of stuff, Lewisham look nice, cleaner this, cleaner that, but it meant that the prices go up and make the cost of living very difficult for the average person in Lewisham.
Good question.
What's that give and take?
Yes, good question. You're right, because the more investment, the more things that happen within Lewisham, of course, raise the prices. Then for me, I think it's a case of empowering those people who are at the lower end of the economic scale. How can they be more empowered to? I guess in a capitalist society, you're always just gonna waste in capitalism. You're always gonna have people on the bottom rung. You're always gonna have that. But it's how can we pour in more to empower those people on the bottom rung to whether it's start businesses or to get higher paid jobs, because whether you like it or not, if this investment which you need is going to happen, like I said, the prices will rise.
Yeah.
Okay, then course, and how can we help the people to be better in that sense?
It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Because I guess things just change, innit? Like, I mean, what's original to us wasn't original 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? To those people who lived in Lewisham at that time, innit? But yeah, I guess it's just one of those things, isn't it? Obviously, you said you're not too sure if you're going to run again. But in the next, let's just say 4 or 5 years, what is next for you? Like, what's your plans?
I think that's a good question. What's my plan? I've got some things which I can't disclose yet.
Okay.
I think this is live, innit? So I'm going to say by the time this comes out, maybe it'll come out. But there are a few things I want to be doing in Lewisham. For the time being, what I can say is I'm still going to be showing up. I'm still going to be doing my media, what I do within the borough. This is Lewisham perspective. And of course, I still got to run business and stuff myself for my own ventures anyway. But Lewisham specific, I will still be doing my media content and doing the events what I have planned coming up.
Is there anything that the community can patronize from your businesses that we need to know about?
Patreon. I actually set. You mean like Patreon for people to?
No, like to buy from, to get your products.
Yes, I think the main thing is to. I literally on TikTok on the way here. It's funny enough, TikTok's got a subscription thing now. So if people want to subscribe, because what I want to do is I didn't want things to just be shaped from me. Like it's got to the stage now. I get so many DMs and so many people messaging. I can't manage it all alone. And like I said, some of the things I get are heavy. Like the woman, maybe I can show you a lot off camera, but some things I get are things which are deep, which I wouldn't even talk about. Probably people keep coming with their personal issues. So I do want to set up almost like a community whereby we can all chip in and almost not like a partner, but like so when we have this subscription, it's like it's not pocket, this is for us. So we pull it together. We do the ventures we want from it. We cover what we want from it. So I literally set up on the way here because I set up a buy me a coffee thing. I didn't.
I
set up to buy me a coffee, but now TikTok have it quite native. Oh, this is cool. So if anyone goes onto my TikTok now, they can do that, and then you can support that way. And what we do with that income can be decided by us. So whether we decide to, I don't know, chip in, and because I believe in I'm quite sovereign in a sense that I don't like waiting on people. Like I like to just, if something needs to be done, I don't like waiting on people. I really don't. So for example, if we have this fund which we set up within ourselves, okay, cool, this pothole needs to be done. Man, how much is a bag of cement? We can just do it ourselves. There's this family here really struggling. Okay, cool. As a community, do we agree that we're gonna give her £50 from this pot? Do you get what I mean? Just do it ourselves. Do you get what I mean? So if anyone does want to support me on that, it's just something I just set up.
Okay.
Love that.
Yeah, 100%, man. I've just seen something in the chat, man, and I've just verified it as well. Okay, man. Some sad news, man. And obviously,
sad news. I feel like I've got a squint, man.
Oh no.
Oh, she passed.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that. Tanya, whatever her name is. Tanya. Oh, no way.
Yeah, man.
She even follows me on Twitter or something, you know. Oh, swear down.
Sad, man.
Because she was underwater for a while, weren't she?
Yeah. But I don't think a lot of people knew, though. But I don't know.
Oh, R.I.P. Kanya, definitely, man.
Yeah, man. For those who don't know, she was the entrepreneur and a tireless champion of Black British music. She founded Mobiles, man.
Yeah.
Huh?
What a legacy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
She passed sadly. Only 57, you know.
How old she is? 57.
Only 57 from colon cancer.
Yeah, so yeah, raw.
Yeah, so sad, man.
Very, very sad.
But yeah, the news was announced by the Mobiles, mobile organization, who said that she died on Wednesday after a courageous and characteristically determined battle with her illness.
That's sad, man.
The music world has lost one of its most fearless champions. What Kanya created was never simply an award ceremony. It was an act of cultural justice. Mobile did not just celebrate Black music, it legitimized it, it amplified it, and demonstrated its commercial and creative power to a world that had too often chosen not to see it. It's a damn shame, man. She did a lot, man.
Yeah, 100%. She's culture. That's culture right there.
Yeah.
Really, really did.
You know, she actually remortgaged her house to raise money for the first Mobile Awards.
I hear that.
Back in 1996. That's what I'm saying.
Is that when it was 96?
96 when it
There you
first,
go.
yeah.
It's like 30 years then.
Imagine 30 years of doing this, man.
It's awful news, man.
Very sad, man.
Awful.
But people like this, you know, they don't get forgotten, man. People like this don't die forever, you know what I'm saying? Her legacy will continue to be there. So big up her, man, and big up her contribution. Without her, many of us... So we do have to wrap up the show, you know what I'm saying? Kayode, it's been an absolute pleasure having you join us today, man. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you guys for having me, man. This is nice.
So hopefully we're going to bring you back. You know what I'm saying? The next thing that you've got, because obviously you said that you're going to speak about something else. Like soon you're going to unveil to the people them something in it. So if you feel like it's relevant, come back on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Got open door for you, man. Hope everyone is blessed. I know there's some super sad news, man. It's horrible to end the show this way and end the week this way, you know what I'm saying? But I guess just try and celebrate her, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you know when someone famous or someone who has a massive impact passes, it's always like, where were you when they passed? Like, I'll never forget this now. Do you get what I mean? Because like, you know when they say, where were you when, I don't know, when Nelson Mandela passed or stuff like that. So where were you when Kanya passed? I'm like, right, I was actually sat here and heard it live here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You were here talking about sovereignty.
Say it again?
You were here talking about sovereignty.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, waiting for people to do certain things, just getting it done for the community. She showed and proved that, man.
This is what she did.
100%, man. But yeah. Any last words, guys, you want to say before we wrap up?
This evening, 7 p.m, we have the Listener's Couch. Please tune in. You should already be following, but tune in. I will see you in the chat.
Yes.
Have a fantastic weekend. Make sure and follow Gina. Make sure and be there. Make sure and share anything that comes from Gina's platform over the next few days. Come on.
Big up Gina every time, man.
See every single time. We shall see you on Monday at 8:15. Please look after yourselves. Be kind to one another. Drink plenty water and mind your mother effing business.
Yes, indeed.
You heard?
Peace, guys.
All right,
Take care.